to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside. There behind the glass stands a real blade of grass. Be careful as you pass. Move along, move along. Come inside, the show's about to start. Guaranteed to blow your head apart. Life's so short, don't get your money's worth. Radio show, it had my power, and you gotta see the show. It's a rock and roll, you gotta see the show. It's rock and roll.
Oh, welcome to Touhyville for the 25th day of June, 2025. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome into the amusement park for your mind, the carnival for your cranium, the holiday for your head. I'm your host, Steve Touhy. Joining me for all the fun, Cheryl Touhy. Good morning.
Good morning.
All done up.
All done up.
Got a big shindig in only old people say shindig, by the way.
Wingding.
A wingding. A wangdang doodle. In Indianapolis later on today. I don't know if it's a big shindig when it goes out in the afternoon.
You're literally going to walk the dog and run.
Yeah. It'll start before we're there because
the show.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess because it's a sales seminar, not a lot of folks that do sales also do the radio, but I think they do in small markets. I mean, I've done both almost my whole career.
I think you're in the exception, not the rule.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's two different. It really is two different skill sets.
Yeah.
Not that we aren't personable, in sales, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's a lunch, it's a sales deal, and then we get our Cardinal Award.
Yeah, for community service.
Yeah, for community services radio station. So that's really cool. So we're excited about that. So,
yeah.
But you're all done up in your bright colors, so very summery. Yeah. Today
this was the dress Harley said you got to wear the dress.
Oh yeah.
She bought me the shoes for Mother's Day, I think.
The big
orange,
big orange shoes. Yes. They're very high, not just high heel, but high platform too, along with them. I don't know if you can. Let's not hurt ourselves this morning.
I know, right?
So, yep. Now, since we're going to do that,
you got new shoes.
I'm wearing new shoes too.
Look at you.
So here's my issue. All right, since we brought up shoes, I'm going to quickly do this, and I know no one cares except me. But so I never sway from the shoes I wear. I wear the same black boots every day, and on the weekends
or Reeboks,
I put on the same gym shoes.
Yeah,
like I would like to buy the same gym shoes and the same black boots over and over and over and over and over again, and just keep wearing them because I like them. Just like my shirts, like I have the same shirt in thousands of different colors. I saw Gordon Ramsay wearing shoes on television that I thought those are really cool. I really like those a lot.
Gym shoes, or are these the Chukka boots?
Well, they're not boots. They're more like they're the Cole Haan like dress shoes that he wears like with a suit, and they're black on top with a white sole. I thought they look really cool. I never worry about looks. I Googled.
I can barely believe you're the one who brought this up.
I know. I Googled shoes Gordon Ramsay was wearing on Next Cooking Star, whatever show it was. It was a show that didn't last. I think we even watched it. I think it was like in Australia or something. It was weird. So I found a website that you knew about already that, they wore it on TV or something like that it was called. So I found the shoes. I ordered them. I love the way they look. They feel so tight that I can't get used to it. And I know I just have to wear them more and they will stretch out.
Or get shoe trees and leave them in and crank. That's the best way to do them.
Got it. Okay. Because I really want to wear them. I wanted to wear them today.
Yeah, you got to stretch them out.
And I was like, I'm not going to wear them through the whole show. And I know it's not like we're going, 4,000 miles away, but
Right.
I'm not going to wear them on a drive to, like, if your feet hurt while you're driving, it's not enjoyable at all.
And that was the predicament of most women who wear heels all the time.
Mhm.
And the problem is if you take the heels off, like when I worked at Toyota, right? I had
Mhm.
heels all the time.
Mhm.
I would take them off. I couldn't get them back on my feet.
Oh, I see.
You'd
that.
go to,
yeah.
because your feet just go when they're
Mhm.
let out.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then you go try to, let's say you have to go pump gas or pick up the kids.
Mhm. You
I
can't get 'em
wound
back
up
on.
driving around with Uggs in my car,
Yeah.
Ugg slippers.
Mhm.
'Cause
Mhm.
it was,
I get it.
yeah,
I do.
yeah,
I just,
yeah. The price of pain, or
yeah,
price of beauty and pain.
right. And I won't do it.
I won't do it
it's-
anymore.
It's not
I
for me.
used to. I did.
Mhm.
And then I had my kids and stopped wearing heels when I was pregnant, and that was the end of that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I have worn heels that could have killed somebody. Like that,
Yeah.
they were that like stick like, and I just prayed that I wouldn't
Mhm.
bite the runway when I was.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. For me, I just
Yeah.
can't do it. Like, it just,
Mhm.
I wore them for the award show last year, for the Spectrum Awards, you know.
Oh, okay.
So that was the first time I wore them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But you've just got to get shoe trees. And my guy at Nordstrom's told me exactly which shoe trees to buy.
all right.
He said they're a little more expensive, but they got a crank
Okay.
and just leave them in. And they come in men's and women's.
Mm-hmm. Everything Cheryl ever tells me to get, it starts with, they're a little more expensive, but.
Don't marry her.
Steve or Greg says, Steve, do yourself a favor and get a pair of Adidas NMDs. I'm on my fourth pair and refuse to get anything different. Most comfortable shoes I've ever worn. Here's the thing, Greg. I have Skechers Goodyear black boots that I wear for work every day. I love them. They look casual enough and business enough for work, and they're comfortable, super comfortable. Cheryl laughs at me. I don't take my shoes off till bedtime. They stay on all day.
I can't believe it. I mean, I kick my shoes off the second I'm in, and then I've got slippers at every door of our house.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
And for me, I either wear those or Reeboks, and I've worn Reeboks since I was a teenager. I tried once during the 90s, Bulls 90s, to get a pair of black Nikes, because that's what all the Bulls were in the playoffs. They were black shoes, white socks.
Ugh.
It was all like, that was their look in the
terrible.
I love the look. It reminds me of the Bulls in the 90s.
Yeah.
Because I did not like when Jordan came back for a second three-peat, they went black shoes, black socks. And I did not like that. I didn't like the black socks.
Very
with
hard
shorts.
to get black good. I have one pair of black gym shoes, and I'm still like, they're cute, but
well, here I wanted to get a pair of black gym shoes that looked like these Gordon Ramsay shoes I was looking at, but it says Reebok big across the side, and it's not dressy enough. Then it looks weird. So anyway, I know everybody's like, can we go back to the days where you guys don't talk about shoes for half an hour in the morning?
Steve's not the one to bore us with that.
What is happening here?
Can I just tell you what to do when we go on vacation? I'm not sure if there's that outlet in Michigan City, but the next time we're around a Cole Haan outlet, that's where you go.
For the shoes? Well, the thing is,
Cole Haan's got such like really good shoes that are really comfy. I have 2 pairs of them.
My problem is I find something, that I like, and then I go for it, because I don't do it very often. And I should have expanded my search into wide. My feet are wide. I need wide shoes.
One foot of yours is wide. That's the problem.
Right. When I don't go wide, though, then my shoes are tight and they don't fit right. So anyway, Greg says I do trade shows instead of my feet for hours and hours at a time. So
so if he's wearing NMDs, like Adidas NMDs are made out of prime knit. You know, my workout outfit, the black one with the stripes, I don't know. Anyway, it's made out of this knit that's airy, and it's delish.
Got it. Yeah.
It's some of my favorite stuff is prime knit. So they make the shoes out of prime knit.
Yeah.
And they're just like wearing a sweater on your feet. You know, like a airy sweater, not a sweater like.
Yeah, like I'm looking at some of these pairs, and they remind me of because Gordon Ramsay wears these black with white sole gym shoes too on MasterChef and stuff that I like. So not that I get all my fashion from Gordon Ramsay. I just think they're cool. I just think they look cool.
Yeah.
All right. So you're very colorful today on Color TV Day. So
was today the day?
I would imagine it's got to be.
That's pretty
right?
cool. Could you imagine when everything went from black and white to color? That's a big deal.
So I remember watching, the 60s Batman when I was a kid, and it said in color, like it was a big deal, yeah. Today's date in 1951 at 4:35 Eastern time, CBS made what is regarded as the first color television broadcast. On this date in 1951, it was an hour-long variety show called Premiere, which featured Arthur Godfrey, Ed Sullivan, Gary Moore, Robert Alda, and Faye Emerson. The chairman of the FCC and both the president and board chairman of CBS also appeared on it. The program was transmitted from CBS's New York City studio, as well as to Boston, D.C., Baltimore, and Philadelphia. Only televisions built for color could pick up the transmission, so most people didn't see it. Because if you were tuned into a black and white, you just saw a blank screen. You didn't even see the transmission.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, that is wild.
Yeah. To think, they started broadcasting in color, but not everybody had a color TV. So,
but think about the whole evolution of it. Like, I mean, they were all listening around. Then it was black and white. Then it was, I just think that's so cool.
Well, you think about the evolution. Here we are, sitting in a radio studio, transmitting out through the same equipment as 50 years ago when WLQI started. I believe it's 50 years. I think it's the same age as I am. And we're also streaming on television over two little cameras. I mean, they're tiny. They're the size of like half your phone, a quarter of your phone. So through two little cameras out to the world on the internet.
Right. Somebody can go see us in Italy.
There's times
anywhere.
Chris checks the audio streaming. There'll be people listening in Switzerland or China.
That's cool.
It's just Russia. It's just weird. Yeah.
Not Russia. They don't like us in Russia.
So, well, they can't watch our video in Russia. It keeps getting blocked because of our opening theme song. Why is Weird Man playing drums to silence? I do not understand.
Why is men talk about shoes? Leave that to the ladies.
The strange man starts shows. He's playing pencils like drums, but there's no sound. I hear no sound. They muted. They muted for copywriting. Today is Bourdain Day, celebrating Anthony Bourdain. Day of the Seafarer. Okay.
On Day of the Seafarer. Okay, I don't know if I want to talk to you about this until you watch it yourself. But tonight, when we get home, if we have time, it's called Trainwreck, which is why I was excited about it for reasons that I was like, oh, look, maybe me and all my family. It's a family tree show. Look at that. But it's called Trainwreck, the poop. The poop cruise. It's about a cruise from Galveston, Texas.
Oh, no.
Carnival cruise on the Triumph. That on the last day of the cruise, as they were leaving like Cozumel, Mexico, they had a fire. And the fire then, the toilets were electric, so no one could flush the toilets. And they were stuck. They lost all air conditioning, and then they were stuck. So they had no engines, cut. And people didn't get back till the 7th day. So it was supposed to be a 4-day cruise. On the 7th day, they finally were tugboated in. But upon being tugboated in, not to give the whole thing away, it tipped the ship enough to dump all the sewage into like 2 feet of like you couldn't get around it. So so people had to deal with that for days and have whatever food was left on the ship that was not gone with perishables.
Mhm.
So it was like tomato sandwiches. Mhm. And yeah, I don't want to give it all away. You have to see it
I don't
because
see
you'll have a conniption fit. I was like, oh my gosh, I can smell it through the TV.
So, I
Mhm.
mean, I don't mean to be like obvious.
Mhm.
Why didn't they just pull up another cruise ship next to it?
They did have another cruise ship, but you can't just simply or easily take 4,000 people in the middle of the ocean and have them come on another boat when they've already been exposed to sewage and all the diseases. Now you're talking about taking that liability onto another ship that has another 4,000 people. So what they did was they dumped the food. They gave them food, but they
That's
couldn't get them off.
dumb. That's
Yeah.
your Carnival cruise. You have
Oh
probably
wait,
hundreds.
it gets
You have
so good.
hundreds of cruise ships. Take
Mhm.
an empty cruise ship,
It's called the poop cruise.
put a bridge, have them walk
That's
across.
what I thought. Like, what do you do?
You don't
Like
need
when
your
you're
you don't need your luggage. You don't need all.
no, no, I don't.
Just
Yeah.
grab your
Mhm.
grab
Mhm.
your quickies
Mm-hmm.
and get them back to shore.
Mm-hmm. I
Then
don't think
figure it
anybody was
out.
having quickies at that point.
No, your stuff that socks and underwear and stuff.
Yeah.
Just quick change.
No, I know.
And get them back to shore. Then
Mhm.
figure out what to do with your boat.
Mhm.
That's dumb.
Mhm.
Today is also Global Beatles Day. Just celebrating the Beatles, I guess.
Okay.
Leon Day, I suppose, for people named Leon.
I looked this up before. Stephen does have a day.
The lead up to Christmas seems to come earlier and earlier each year. And this is no more evident in the celebration of Leon Day, taking its name from the reverse lettering of Noel. Oh, so it's when someone calls in and we don't want to talk to them, we say, "Oh, you're looking for Leon Noel. Hold on." It's
when you first told me that and you just started to say all the names that you would say, yeah.
Kevin Nevick, Steve Evitz, Mike Eakum.
What's Cheryl LaRoche?
Cheryl LaRoche. Hold on a second. And I don't know why we never had women. Like it was like women. Like my brain didn't like twist those.
You're
but
sexist.
No, I couldn't just like my brain wouldn't go reverse with those. But like John Nodge. Hold on a second. I'll get you John Nodge. Yeah. Mhm. Oh, you want to talk to Tom Mott? Hold on. And it all started with Fred Durf. Yeah. Who was our non-existent, I joke, and it's really just a nod for myself when I say non-existent producer Fred. That's Fred Durf in my brain. It doesn't exist.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
non-existent producer Fred Durf.
So Leon Day precedes Christmas in July celebrations and takes place exactly a half year before Christmas. So June 25th.
It's exactly 6 months to Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's a celebration.
All right.
That's a celebration.
So now you can
Christmas.
change the sign in our kitchen if you want, because you've got a countdown in our kitchen.
I do. It says too many.
Yeah, you lost track of it there for about a month, and you're like, I got an idea, and you just put too many. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
halfway there.
So now, if you want, as of tomorrow, you can change it to less than 6 months. You just
less than halfway there.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, I love that. I love Christmas. I don't know how anybody doesn't. I love it.
I'm not going to lie, and that I'm pretty sure I'm right. There's a part of Cheryl right now that's thinking, I wonder if it's too early to put the tree up.
Pretty much.
Today is Mitch Lane Day. In the cubing world, someone known as Mitchell Lane has been making YouTube videos for some time. He was made famous after achieving a personal best of solving a Rubik's Cube in 6.25 seconds.
I always watch those guys and I go, I don't get it.
Crazy, yeah. National Catfish Day, I believe, as in the fish, not as in trying to trick someone into pretending you're dating them.
We had neighbors that were really great at making catfish. I can't. It's too fishy for me. It's blech.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Parchment Day, Police Community Cooperative Day, Strawberry Parfait Day, and Vitiglio Day. What? World Vitiglio? Am I saying that right? Yeah, VIT. All right.
What is it?
I don't know. But when I click on it, it shows a doctor's jacket. So maybe it's some kind of disease. I don't know.
Let's see. Is it vitiligo?
Is it?
Hold on.
No.
Vitiligo.
Yeah, it's an eye. Yeah.
It's a skin pick. It's vitiligo. It's pronounced vitiligo day. It's vitiligo.
Well, they're wrong.
It's Michael Jackson had a little bit of it. There's a very famous model that's got vitiligo. It's like no pigment, so their pigment is off.
Right, but they shouldn't pronounce it vitiligo because the O is at the end. So they're doing it wrong. The world is doing it wrong. I'm just saying.
Okay. Yeah, it's vitiligo. I know vitiglio. What the heck?
Well, look at how it's spelled. Not give me a what the heck. No, the world is wrong. I'm not.
Well, it's good to know.
I mean, what? Then move the O.
Yeah. But, I mean, how did we ever get to pneumonia but knives?
I don't know.
Vitiligo.
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 Okay, so it's LIGO. I thought it was LIGO.
Right. That's still wrong. What? Why is one eye it and one eye I? I don't like it.
Aye.
It's right. I'm done with this. All right.
Do you know what we need to do before we leave?
What?
We need to take caller number 6 right now.
Oh my goodness.
For tickets to a Indiana Beach 4-pack.
All right.
After listening to you go on about your shoes.
Oh, all of a sudden you don't like talking about shoes. All of a sudden I've ruined you with talking shoes.
I'm above that. That's beneath me now.
Yeah. Come on. I don't buy that for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all right. 219-866-4104. We're looking for caller number 6. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Caller number 6 we're looking for all the fun stuff. All part of our summer fun.
Family 4-pack.
Summer fun
Indiana
here
Beach.
in Touhyville. Hi, good morning. You're caller number 6. Who's this?
Jared Murphy, how you doing?
Good, Jared. How are you?
Now I got me some tickets.
Yes, you did. Yes, you got some tickets. What radio station do you love listening to for your chance to win summer fun tickets?
97.7 WLQI, baby.
There you go. Hold on a second. I'm going to send you over to Cheryl. All right, we'll take a break and be back. And thank you. We'll be back in just a little bit.
Fantastic.
Looking for a school that puts your child first? At Tri-County School Corporation, students are the heart of our mission, where we focus on the individual needs of our students through strong academic programs, opportunities to earn dual college credit, and a commitment to excellence in all we do. At Tri-County, we work hard for your student, striving to be one of the best small rural schools in Indiana. Give your child the education they deserve. Visit trico.k12.in.us to enroll today or call our corporation office for a personalized tour. Go Cavs!
Find new roads with Model 1 Chevrolet of Kentland. It's all the same great people that you've worked with for years with new ownership. They're getting new inventory daily. Now is a fantastic time to get to Model 1 Chevrolet of Kentland for your new car, truck, or SUV. Plus, their great service department ensures a smooth ride every time. Drive home in a Chevy today and become part of the Model 1 Chevrolet of Kentland family. Their commitment goes beyond just selling cars. It's all about community service and ensuring your ride is as unique as you. Visit Model 1 Chevrolet of Kentland.com. Model 1 Chevrolet of Kentland. Find new roads.
Go beyond the racetrack with the Kawasaki Ninja 1100 SX ABS, a versatile sport tourer for the sport bike enthusiast. Experience a high-performance 1099cc inline 4-cylinder engine, advanced next-level technology, and superb comfort for spirited runs or all-day riding. The Ninja 1100 SX ABS sets the standard for sport touring performance.
Visit Sanders Cycle on 231 in Rensselaer or online at sanderscycle.com.
Your wife is hot.
Okay, take it easy.
Seriously, she is hot.
Okay, I get it.
No. My wife told me your wife is hot.
Okay.
She said your air conditioner is not working and she's hot.
Oh, yeah, but everyone I call says they'll get here when they get here.
You got to call Rick from RH Mechanicals. He gets it done quickly and fixes things the right way. Trust me, he knows what he's doing. Give him a call, 219-405-5379.
RH Mechanicals for all your heating and AC needs. 219-405-5379. Be sure to like RH Mechanicals Inc. on Facebook.
Hey, it's Mike Rohn. If I have a choice, I like to do business with companies that actually stand for something. That's why I switched from Verizon to Pure Talk. No offense to Verizon, I'm sure they stand for something. I just don't know what it is. Pure Talk, on the other hand, is a veteran-owned company that supports our military in a big way, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I also appreciate unlimited talk and text and plenty of data for half the cost of the big guys, and I do like being on America's most dependable 5G network for just $20 a month. But what I really appreciate is no contract, no cancellation fees, and Pure Talk's commitment to handle all their customer service in this country. I saw it for myself. I went to Georgia, I got a tour of their headquarters, I met their CEO, and I talked to the same customer service folks that you'll talk to when you dial pound 250 and say keyword Mike Rowe. Switch today and save 50% off your first month when you dial pound 250 and say keyword Mike Rowe. Pure Talk, a wireless company that actually stands for something.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to end your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other IRS actions. Make sure you're getting the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima today for a free confidential consultation.
Call 800-707-4522. 800-707-4522. 800-707-4522.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Touhyville, now with even more Touhy.
Do you know what day it is?
Today is Wednesday, preceded by Tuesday, as usual.
What, are you still asleep?
Wake up!
I'm wide awake!
What's on the agenda for today?
I believe you're aware of my Wednesday schedule.
You might have to refresh my memory.
First things first.
Let's put on a show.
And then what?
And then what? That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Attention, creative types.
I think it's time to start the show.
Welcome into Touhyville. Stephen Show with you here, hanging out on a Wednesday morning. Happy hump day, everybody. Thanks for getting up with us and hanging out this morning. We appreciate it. Before I get to our great sponsors of the Touhyville Show, I get their live mentions as sponsoring part of the show. I want to mention we just gave away some tickets to Summer Fun, thanks to our fine sponsors like Sanders Cycle, Royal Oak Restaurant, Wagner Lumber and Supply, Good Table Restaurant, Peterson Ag, Yoder Portable Buildings, Boise, Indiana Trucks Accessories, Tri-County School District, Carpet Barn, FTC Enterprises, Steve's Specialized Services, Jasper County REMC, RH Mechanicals, Bozeman Oil, Rensselaer Marathon, BP and Raceway gas stations, Red Baron Liquors and all their locations, the town of Goodland, and Goodstock, Smith Saves Farm Store, and Mayor Jeff Phillips in the city of Rensselaer. They take care of all our summer fun. All right. Let's see what we got going here. Let's go. I got to take a look at our poll question from yesterday, and then we'll get to today's poll question. Yesterday was Swim a Lap Day, and I was talking about how the day before you had turned on the news, and they were talking about the idea of how many people can't swim. Mm-hmm. And how dangerous that can be this time of year with lakes and pools and everything like that.
Because of the rip current and what to do, you got to get yourself out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I remember going whitewater rafting, and they explained to you about watch out for the rip current. It can get very strong. It'll pull you under. You'll hit a rock. Like people die. Like they're very serious about it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I do not even want to go in the water. Like, I don't like this, you know? And they said, along those same lines, everybody falls in at some point. It just happens. It's just too hard of rapids.
Right.
You're more than likely you're gonna get tossed at some point. So just be aware, be ready to swim. You've got a life vest on, So we get to a part after going through a lot of rapids where they say, if you haven't been knocked out, it was hot. It was Virginia. Now is a good time to get in the water and cool off. It's calm. It's, So
okay.
I did. And I'm floating along. I mean, it's moving, but it's, and you're kind of staying close to the boat. And I feel like I'm getting further and further away from the boat. And then they start screaming that there's a rip current. And I'm like, are you blankety blank kidding me? I made it through the rapids. I hopped in to cool off, and this is how I'm going to go?
Well, and you told me to. You told me it was okay. So
right.
I'm thinking if you say it's okay, it's okay.
I'm good. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm like, this is how I'm going to go. Yes.
Yeah.
I swam like crazy, and didn't get anywhere near it. Like, I mean, I've been a swimmer since I was a kid, So, but I was panicked. I'm like,
yeah.
What? Why not? Like, I would have just stayed in the boat, dunked my head in or something. I would have held on to the boat the whole time. I wouldn't have swam around.
Right.
To cool off. So, yeah. So that was for me not fun, and did not enjoy that at all. So, all right. So 88% of people said they know how to swim. 12% said they don't. Now, a lot of people said they know how to swim, but can't remember the last time they went. I would say the same. I can't remember the last time I swam. I've been in pools where I'm pretty much standing around. Like, I've always been in like stand mode in a pool. I can't remember the last time I actually swam.
You don't think you did when we were in South Haven in the pool?
Maybe, I guess I swam around a little bit, but I could stand,
Okay.
But I'm thinking maybe in the ocean. Maybe I did. I don't know. But nonetheless, it's a lot of folks said they can't remember the last time they went swimming. Jim says he swims like a rock. I don't think that's good. I don't think.
Swims like a rock.
Christine says my neighbor, when I was a kid, gave swimming lessons at his house. She said I was about 10, and he was the coach at KV High School. His name was Fred Jones. She said he was very tough. He was a drill instructor in the Army, but a great man.
Okay.
And then somebody else said that they had him as a history teacher. Piper says he was my history teacher.
That's so funny.
Yep. Piper says as a young child we lived in Miller and walked to Lake Michigan. Learning to swim was a must. And that's how it was for us too. I was telling the story yesterday about how we were in. My parents took over a cottage that my grandparents had in Wakanda, Illinois, and we used to walk to the beach all the time. I mean, it was like 5 houses down. That was what we did every weekend in the summer. So, all right, moving on to today's poll question. According to one of the 652,307 different websites that we go to daily to find fun stuff for us to talk about, we found this on Morning Consult. It's not one of those regular websites. A new report out on America's most trusted brands. Gen Z's most trusted brand is YouTube. For boomers, they say the most trusted brand is Kleenex.
Okay.
So that's our poll question. We'll dive into some of the other ones a little bit later on. I want to gather some of your guys' list.
First thing that comes to your head when you think trusted brand.
We were just talking about Reebok. For me,
that's funny.
Like, I won't sway in the shoe department. Like, I have stayed with Reebok for so long. They don't fall apart on me. They don't. I mean, they last usually about 2 years before they start to get holes. And
see, it's so funny. You think clothing or shoes, and I think Advil, Pepto.
Oh, Pepto's one for me. Yes, Pepto.
I just think of things like the go-to. Kleenex would have been another good one for me.
So
Costco.
Okay, so
Sam's Club.
So brand. When you say trusted brand, I think you won't sway and go to the generic.
You won't sway and go to the generic. Okay, I think that's what I call everything, including the generic.
Right.
Like, go get some Pepto, and I'll always tell you, never ever do anything other than Pepto.
Right, but then Pepto is the trusted brand.
Right, but Advil, I feel the same way about. Like,
Do you?
You get like the cheaper ones, but I don't. I don't usually.
But you don't take Advil. You don't take ibuprofen.
I can't anymore.
Right.
But yeah.
So we don't even. But so would you buy Tylenol over acetaminophen?
I would buy Tylenol. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Now share with me why. Like, what's the brain power behind that?
I don't know what it is. It's something about with me that I'm not going to go cheaper when I'm suffering.
Got it.
Now's not the time to try to save a quarter so that I find out my headache won't go away or I'm even more nauseous than I was before, whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah. See, now for me, I used to get headaches all the time.
Yeah.
So I took them like they were candy.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that they work the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I know it's the same ingredients.
Right. Then here's my thing then. Why is that not the case with Pepto? Because it is not the case with Pepto.
It's not
I'm
the case
just
with
I'm
Pepto,
going on.
And it's not the
record.
case with Tums.
With Tums. Absolutely.
Tums,
yeah.
Trusted brand.
Tums.
I
Tums for your
tried the
tummy.
generic. And it did not, it would not stop heartburn. I'm like, so I'm just eating chalk for nothing. Yeah, no, forget it. Yep.
I mean, I can think of a bazillion just because I'm very brand loyal. Like,
Right. But I didn't know that it mattered to you till 3 seconds ago, that the acetaminophen. Because to me, it's the exact same. Tylenol is acetaminophen.
it probably is.
It's the exact same thing.
It probably is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here, I'll tell you one worse. I use Tylenol now, but I don't think I use Tylenol because of the Tylenol murders for a good 15 years of my life. I was like, no.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's, I get
Bounty
it. And
paper towels, Bounty.
oh, see, I'm not
Crystal
brand loyal.
Bounty
I'm not brand loyal
used to be.
to paper towels. You
Okay.
know, I started to get that way to like Viva because I like the softness. It's more like a towel, you know. So I
Charmin.
That's what I always use. Toilet paper, very much
I'm
so for me.
dedicated to Charmin. I don't
Yep.
care how much more it is. I don't care.
Yep. Yeah.
Trying to think what else. All that's in my head are all the brands that tried to get in my head. Oscar Mayer, My Bologna has a first name. It's OSCAR. You know, that kind of thing. What else? What else is like a Kleenex for sure. Sam's Club.
See, now for me, Kleenex, no, I'll buy generic Kleenex.
But my point is you're calling Kleenex like, hey, hand me a Kleenex.
But that's different. That's different than
How
being.
is that not branding? That is the brand. It just took over everything that looks like this.
So you're talking about branding or marketing.
Yeah.
I'm saying a brand we trust. So you trust the name Tylenol, that it's going to knock out your headache. You trust that name.
So much so that I call the thing it.
Right. That's great branding.
Yeah.
That's great branding. But
so are you saying the question is a brand you can trust or a trusted brand?
I feel like we're saying the same thing.
Well, the trusted brand is the brand where it becomes the thing, right?
No, it's that you trust that brand. When I think of trust,
yeah,
I know when I get a Kleenex, not a generic Kleenex. When I get a Kleenex brand Kleenex, I go to blow my nose. It's not going to rip on my nose because it's not cheap. It's Kleenex. It's done right.
But you don't say to me, hand me a Kleenex, and you're talking about this.
I do. I think we're talking about two different things.
Got it.
What you're talking about is something that was marketed so well that it became the name, like Kleenex. You know, like
Jello.
Perfect. Yes. You know. So those are two different things. A trusted brand is I know if I buy that brand, I'm going to get the results I want. Pepto. We know I take Pepto, my stomach's going to feel better. I take Tums, I'm going to not have heartburn. I take generic acid relief. I'm not going to have that. Even though I might call it Tums, it's not Tums.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Coke.
Yeah, I would say that's just a flavor thing, but yeah, trusted brand like that's yeah.
But that's the best. Coke is the Coke.
For me,
I mean,
yeah, Coke is
I
Coke.
like Pepsi, but I mean,
Right.
I call Pepsi, but you really go, are we going to go get some Coke on this? Are we doing Coke?
Yeah.
Not, are we doing Coke? But
we doing the Coke?
No, I meant, are we doing like a pop for dinner or, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So, all right. So tell us your most trusted brands. You can do that on our all of our Facebook pages. That's our poll question today. What is your most trusted brand? Like, what are you brand loyal to? So let us know on our Facebook pages. We'll take a break. Be back with what's happening.
Weather is brought to you by Jasper County REMC.
Today, a 40% chance of showers with thunderstorms possible after 1 p.m. Partly sunny with a high near 90. The heat index values as high as 97. Tonight, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly after 4 a.m. Mostly cloudy with a low around 72. Thursday, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly after 7 a.m. Mostly sunny and breezy with a high near 91, with a heat index value of 98 degrees. Thursday night, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy with a low around 73. Friday, a slight chance of showers to kick off the morning, then a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 10 a.m. Mostly sunny with a high near 89. Friday night, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low around 70.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
All right, honey, I'm heading out for my morning walk. Hey, neighbor, front yard is looking great.
Yeah, we picked up some beautiful plants from Clark's.
Oh, there's Scott. Hey, your landscaping looks incredible.
Yep, quick trip to Clark's for some rocks and mulch. It was super easy with their help.
All right, see you guys later. Honey, I'm back from my walk.
Great. Hey, I was thinking we should really do something with our front yard.
You know, we should go to Clark's Garden and Floral Center. They have everything from plants to rocks and mulch to outdoor decorations.
Great idea. Did you come up with that on your own?
Of course.
Clark's Garden and Floral Center on Route 231 in Remington. Visit online at clarksgardenandfloral.com and like them on Facebook.
Summer's heating up, so don't let your goals cool down. At St. Joseph's College in Rensselaer, you can get hands-on training in healthcare, trades, commercial driving, or veterinary care. Whether you're a recent grad or a career changer, we've got a program for you. Summer start dates are set for June, July, and August, and seats are filling up fast. Don't wait. Visit stjo.edu to enroll today. Start here and go anywhere.
Since 1969, FTC Enterprises has kept the region rolling strong. From custom Terra wheels for your ag needs to car, truck, commercial semi, or off-road tire needs, trust in decades of experience and a passion for quality. Need fabrication work? Stop by their shop and check out their FTC Custom Cuts plasma table, ready for your next project. Pulaski County's largest tire retailer. For expert service or a custom quote, call FTC Enterprises at 219-567-2441 or visit 4455 South US Highway 421 in Francisville. FTC Enterprises, the wheels that drive the future.
Now through August, Shorty's BP and Good Oil have teamed up to donate 5 cents from every gallon of gas purchased at the BP in downtown Rensselaer to the St. Joseph's College Building Trades Program. All you have to do is get the gas you've been getting anyway, and 5 cents from every gallon of gas that you get will be donated to the St. Joseph's College Building Trades Program thanks to Shorty and Good Oil. So the next time you have to fill up, make sure you do it at the BP gas station at the corner of Washington and Front Street in downtown Rensselaer.
So you're telling me I can get any Quiznos 8-inch sub
for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
So I can order an 8-inch Baja Chicken Club for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
Or a Black Angus Steakhouse for $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Or a French dip, or a steakhouse cheddar, or a peppercorn steak.
For $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Only at Quiznos in Wheatfield, right across from KV.
$5.55 after 5 for any 8-inch sub at the Quiznos in Wheatfield. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Download the Quiznos app today.
Having your jewelry, coins, and collectibles properly appraised is often one of those projects that just gets backburnered. In the unfortunate event of a loss, however, you are going to want to be comfortable that your documentation is thorough and accurate, and no one is more qualified than Dirk's Fine Jewelry.
And some of you may not be aware, but Jeff Dirk is the only GIA graduate gemologist in residence in the greater Lafayette area.
And Liz and I both are the only International Society of Appraisers members in Lafayette, combined with the only 2 USPAP-compliant appraisers for personal property.
Insurance, liquidation, fair market, divorce, family disbursement, and more. It can sometimes be critical that you have a detailed document prepared by a qualified appraiser.
In these fluid and ever-changing markets, it's more important than ever to make sure your appraisal is up to date and your appraiser is properly trained, credentialed, and current with the latest legislation and standards.
Dirk's Fine Jewelry checks all of the right boxes for education, training, qualifications, certifications, and experience.
Let Dirk's Fine Jewelry be your personal jeweler while also offering Lafayette's largest and most complete jewelry store.
Corner of 18th and Main, Lafayette, Dirks.com.
Touhyville. 2 Touhies are better than 1.
What day is it today?
It's Wednesday. Jesus, it's only Wednesday?
Get some coffee. You woke me up.
Definitely need my coffee.
You know what I really need?
What?
What do you need?
Caffeinated bacon. Genius.
I can get behind that.
Hump day, am I right, buddy?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Let's light this candle.
You know what time it is?
What is it?
Showtime.
Welcome into Touhyville. Stephen Sherrill with you. Good morning. Thanks for spending your morning with us here on the Q98 Gold, streaming on WLQI977.com and 981WIBN.com. Also on video on Facebook and YouTube. You can hang out with us on video all morning. Watch us just like you're watching Good Morning America. Except, I'm really not as pretty as most of the guys on there, and I wear less makeup, But nonetheless, you can still see our smiling faces. Portion of the show today brought to us by the 101st Jasper County Fair. Make your plans July 19th through the 26th at the Jasper County Fairgrounds. Fair food, fair fun, fair stuff.
Fair priced.
I didn't have another F.
Fairly priced? I don't know.
Fair food, fair fun, fairly a lot of shirts we'll have. I don't know. Nonetheless, make your plans. And July 20th is the parade. So make your plans for that. You can get your parade form if you want to be in it on the Jasper County Fair Facebook page. Also want to mention Southern Accents. Friday is the show at Seeger Auditorium, the ultimate Tom Petty experience. So get your tickets now at SeegerAuditorium.com for Southern Accents, the ultimate Tom Petty experience. All right, let's see what's happening.
What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening.
Glass bottles may contain more microplastics than plastic containers. How do you like them apples?
I
Still?
give up. I mean,
Still.
that's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird. Makes no sense. But both still far, far away from the amount of microplastics in a Real Housewife. So that's all of them have more microplastics. President Trump dropped the F-bomb on live television yesterday. In his defense, someone had just told him that it was after 10:30 and he couldn't get his McDonald's breakfast. So that was... What? You talked that long? Come on. Someone couldn't have ran? What the... Cobra Kai star Martin Kove bit his co-star at a fan convention.
Oh my gosh, I saw this.
Yeah. An extremely bad fan convention because it's no one's liking that. Tesla robo-taxis.
Well, and he thought it was a joke. He was like going on and on and on with her. Come on, we joke all the time.
Yeah,
We're
joke all the time.
playful on the set.
Yeah, where I bite through your arm. Weirdo freak. Tesla robo-taxis are now operating in Texas. Don't be surprised if Elon Musk soon has thousands of them across the country. Just like his kids. Seth Rogen says there's a video of him that would destroy his career if anyone saw it. To me, that's any video I've ever seen of him. I wish would destroy his career. Any movie, anytime he laughs. Ugh. And lastly, Johnny Knoxville is going to be the new host of the Fear Factor reboot. I don't know how that's going to work though, because it seems to lose the excitement of the show when the host has done way stupider things than any of the contestants are going to try. Yeah, it seems like a little crazy. So, all right, having fun here on a Wednesday morning. We'll take a break, come back. Frank's got sports, and then we got to find the big deal with Strack and Van Til. And then we got all kinds of fun stories to dive into. So stick around.
Is your floor tired of water worries? At Carpet Barn, they've got the perfect solution. Dive into their huge selection of waterproof vinyl plank flooring, stylish, durable, and ready for anything life throws its way. And if you're craving comfort, explore the endless array of carpeting in every style and color imaginable. Plus, Carpet Barn's top-notch installers make sure your new floor looks absolutely perfect. Stop by Carpet Barn in DeMott today or call 219-251-0022 and let them floor you.
It seems like everything is changing these days. Companies merging, promising better service, and what happens? That once dependable service is gone. But there is one name that has remained consistent over the years, and that name is Bozeman Oil. Since 1960, Bozeman Oil has been your one-stop distributor of gasoline, non-ethanol gas, diesel, DEF, kerosene, and bulk lubricants. At Bozeman Oil, their customers are family, and family takes care of family. Call 219-345-3412 or visit Bozeman Oil today on State Road 10 in Roselawn and add the consistency of Bozeman Oil to your life.
When you're making summer memories, let Red Baron Liquor's family of stores bring on the refreshment. From the crisp pop of a cold craft beer to the clink of glasses filled with top shelf bourbon or floral gins. Every outing deserves the perfect pour. Discover an impressive array of $1 shooters and wines that complement your next meal. Plus, truly flavored vodkas for mixing or sipping. Visit Rensselaer, DeMott, Morocco, or Cedar Lake. Red Baron Liquor has your summer spirit waiting.
There's exciting news for farmers in the Ileana area. Peterson Ag Service is thrilled to be your local Ag Leader dealer, bringing you the latest in precision farming technology. Ag Leader offers a full farm solution from cab to cab, season to season, bringing productivity to every corner of your operation. Sink it, steer it, plant it, apply it, harvest it, manage it. There's only one way to do it all. Ag Leader. Let Peterson Ag Service show you how. Call us today, 765-314-3276 to learn more.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code MOVE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code MOVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code MOVE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
97.7 FM, WLQI, Rensselaer.
It's time for a check of news. This check of news brought to us by Ned Tonner, attorney at law, located across from Milroy Park in Rensselaer. Here's Russ Martin.
The latest pretrial hearing scheduled for Stephanie Nagel in Jasper Circuit Court yesterday was continued. She has been charged with murder and 2 other offenses in the death of Phil Nagel last February. The original trial date that was announced at that time was set for July 30th, but that was vacated last month as more legal preparation is taking place. The next pretrial hearing and conference is scheduled for July 8th in Judge Emily Waddle's court at 10:30. A new trial date and the amount of days for the proceedings to take place has not yet been set. On Monday's news, we told you a Lake Station man was preliminarily charged with attempted murder after allegedly attacking his father with a blunt force object while both were fishing in Porter County. 20-year-old Nicholas Floyd Frazier was also preliminarily charged with aggravated assault and battery with a deadly weapon. The charges now against the accused are aggravated battery and battery by means of a deadly weapon. There was no attempted murder charge against Frazier. Both the father and Frazier had wounds from the incident. Governor Mike Braun has announced that all 15 of Indiana's public colleges and universities, including main and regional campuses, have committed to holding tuition and mandatory fees flat for in-state undergraduate students for the 2025-2026 and 2026-2027 academic years. The governor said this action follows his challenge made last month to find ways of streamlining services without compromising quality. Of course, freezing tuition is nothing new for Purdue University. They announced in April they would be freezing their tuition for the 14th consecutive year. And while Indiana continues in heat and humidity, residents can call 211 from their cell phone from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. weekdays to find the nearest cooling center statewide. Indiana 211 provides updated locations and hours for those cooling centers. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe and well, everyone. I'm Russ Martin.
Do you have a will or trust? Have you prepared end-of-life directives? Hi, this is Ned Tonner, reminding you of the importance of planning ahead. I offer affordable will and trust packages, which include business and healthcare power of attorneys and living wills. Don't be caught unprepared. Let's get started today on your future.
Ned Tonner Attorney at Law is located on West Washington Street in Rensselaer, across from Milroy Park. Call 866-8888 to schedule your appointment. Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion. 3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
100-year-old Fern Lehman of Francisville passed away on June 22nd. Visitation will be from 3 until 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday, June 26th at Frayne Mortuary, Corey Albright Chapel, Francisville. Funeral services for Fern Lehman will be held at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Friday, June 27th at the Francisville Apostolic Christian Church. Memorial contributions may be made to Parkview Haven Retirement Home or Apostolic Christian Harvest Call. Burial will take place at Roseland Cemetery. Online tributes may be offered at fraynemortuary.com. Arrangements entrusted to Frayne Mortuary, Corey Albright Chapel, Francisville. 79-year-old Beverly Stick of DeMott passed away on Monday, June 23rd. Visitation for Beverly Stick will be held at Jackson Funeral Service of DeMott on Saturday, June 28th, from 9 a.m. until the time of service at 11 a.m., with Chaplain Richard Stoll officiating. Interment will follow at Holland Cemetery. Jackson Funeral Service of DeMott has been entrusted with the arrangements. Melissa Whaley, known as Missy to her family and friends, passed away on May 23rd. A celebration of life for Missy Whaley will be held on Thursday, July 3rd at the Highland Barn venue from 4 until 8 p.m. Casual attire is welcome. The family said there will be food, fun, and live entertainment. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather sponsored by Rensselaer Care Center, recently named by Newsweek one of America's best nursing homes.
Today, a 40% chance of showers with thunderstorms possible after 1 p.m. Partly sunny with a high near 90. The heat index values as high as 97. Tonight, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly after 4 a.m. Mostly cloudy with a low around 72. Thursday, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly after 7 a.m. Mostly sunny and breezy with a high near 91, with a heat index value of 98 degrees. Thursday night, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy with a low around 73. Friday, a slight chance of showers to kick off the morning, then a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 10 a.m. Mostly sunny with a high near 89. Friday night, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low around 70.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Welcome to Touhyville, 97.7 The Q and 98 Gold. It's time for a look at sports. Brought to us by our friends over at Nitco. Visit nitco.com today and find out how you can get high-speed internet for your home or your business.
A pleasant good Wednesday. Here's your sports. I'm Frank Sprinkle. Leading off of Major League Baseball, runs not easy to come by again for the White Sox against the Arizona Diamondbacks. After Monday's shutout, they only plated one in the second of three, losing last night to the Diamondbacks 4-1. Just 3 White Sox hits, including Luis Robert Jr.'s second inning home run. The Diamondbacks would get to the White Sox bullpen in the 7th, producing a 3-spot. Alec Thomas unlocked a 1-all deadlock with an RBI single, one of 2 runs given up by Mike Vasil, who takes the loss, only 1 run earned. Jose Herrera would also drive in a run in the 7th on a sac fly. Next up, Geraldo Perdomo would single in another run. Over the first 2 games, the Diamondbacks have outscored the White Sox 14-1, with the finale of this 3-game set coming up this afternoon. White Sox yesterday picking up a former All-Star pitcher on a minor league deal, signing Noah Syndergaard, an All-Star with the New York Mets in 2016. Syndergaard has not pitched in the majors since 2023, for he has had issues with injuries, including Tommy John surgery in 2020. For the second straight night, the St. Louis Cardinals able to score 8 runs off Cubs pitching, this time a closer ball game. However, the Cubs dropped the second of 4 on the road to the arch rivals in 8-7 final last night. Cubs displaying promise in the third, a 5-run frame capped off of Seiya Suzuki's 3-run homer, his 21st of the season. But the Cardinals got to Jameson Taillon for 6 runs combined between the 3rd and 4th innings. Taillon falls to 7-5, allowing all 8 runs on 8 hits, including 3 home runs. Game 3 of the series tonight for the Cubs and Cardinals in St. Louis. It was yesterday getting bullpen help, activating right-hander Porter Hodge off the 15-day IL. Hodge went down on May 18th with a left oblique strain. In turn, the Cubs optioned to AAA Iowa right-handed pitcher Ben Brown. WNBA, a win for the Sky on their home floor at Wintrust Arena, 97-86 last night over the Los Angeles Sparks. Sky putting an end to a 3-game losing squid with a strong 4th quarter, outscoring the Sparks 30-17. Camila Cardoso leading the Sky with a game-high 27. Fever last night putting a bow on their 3-game Western road trip, defeating the Seattle Storm 94-86. Aaliyah Boston totaled a Fever and game-high 31 points. To the NBA, 3 days after the Thunder got past the Pacers in Game 7 of the finals to become world champions, the league now turns its attention to the draft, which gets underway tonight in Brooklyn, spanning 2 days and 2 rounds. It's round 1 tonight with the Bulls picking 12th and the Dallas Mavericks on the clock with the number 1 overall selection. Barring a trade, the Pacers do not have a first-round pick. To hockey, the biggest individual accolade in the game reached for Duncan Keith, the Blackhawks' legendary defenseman who played a vital role on the team's 3 Stanley Cups of 2010, 2013, and 2015. Was announced yesterday that he will become part of the 2025 Hockey Hall of Fame class. Keith, who played 16 seasons with the Blackhawks, will seek induction on November 10th in Toronto. And that's a look at your sports for this Wednesday. I'm Frank Sprinkle.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all 3? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
Well, let's play Find the Big Deal with Dragon Man Till. Give me a call, 219-866-4104. Looking for the price on Oscar Mayer Wieners, 16 ounce. On sale this week. Brand new sale flyer today on a Wednesday, so all this week. Dragon Man Till. Oscar Mayer Wieners, 16 ounce. On sale this week. Let me know the price. 219-866-4104. You'll be entered in for a chance to win a $50 gift card from Dragon Man Till and Touhyville.
Whoa. More fiber?
What?
Down here, buddy. It's me, your spoon. Constipation with belly pain still coming back?
Yeah.
Talk to your doctor. It could be irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, but Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
You gotta dip your chicken strips. Hey, this is Kiani.
And this is Tabitha.
And a little thing we love about Chick-fil-A chicken strips
is all the different sauces we can dip them in. I like to line up all my favorite sauces so that in every bite, I have a different flavor. Then with the tenderness of the chicken, the juiciness of it, it's all there.
And for me, I like to mix my sauces so I get a little tang and I get a little sweetness all in one bite.
That's what makes it for me. Like, that's what does it for me.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the summer of Chick-fil-A chicken strips and sauces. Order now on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251. Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
Congratulations to Carla in Rensselaer. She knew that Oscar Mayer wieners are on sale this week, 16-ounce, 2 for $3 at Striker Man Till, 2 for $3. You can order your groceries online, have it delivered right to your door. You get the same prices as you see in the store. You can set it up for pickup as well if you want to just stop by. They do the grocery shopping for you. Use your online coupons. You still get reward points. Use your reward points. Striker Man Till, life made simple. Food made easy. Visit StrikerManTill.com. All right, your second chance to get registered for that $50 gift card is up on the WLQI and 98 Gold Facebook pages. Head over there, comment with the price and the same item, and you'll be entered in for a chance to win that $50 gift card from Striker Man Till and Touhyville. Good luck.
Looking for a school that puts your child first? At Tri-County School Corporation, students are the heart of our mission, where we focus on the individual needs of our students through strong academic programs, opportunities to earn dual college credit, and a commitment to excellence in all we do. At Tri-County, we work hard for your student, striving to be one of the best small rural schools in Indiana. Give your child the education they deserve. Visit trico.k12.in.us to enroll today or call our corporation office for a personalized tour. Go Cavs!
Since 1969, FTC Enterprises has kept the region rolling strong. From custom Terra wheels for your ag needs to car, truck, commercial semi, or off-road tire needs, trust in decades of experience and a passion for quality. Need fabrication work? Stop by their shop and check out their FTC Custom Cuts plasma table, ready for your next project. Pulaski County's largest tire retailer. For expert service or a custom quote, call FTC Enterprises at 219-567-2441 or visit 4455 South US Highway 421 in Francisville. FTC Enterprises, the wheels that drive the future.
Summer's heating up, so don't let your goals cool down. At St. Joseph's College in Rensselaer, you can get hands-on training in healthcare, trades, commercial driving, or veterinary care. Whether you're a recent grad or a career changer, we've got a program for you. Summer start dates are set for June, July, and August, and seats are filling up fast. Don't wait. Visit stjo.edu to enroll today. Start here and go anywhere.
When you're making summer memories, let Red Baron Liquor's family of stores bring on the refreshment. From the crisp pop of a cold craft beer to the clink of glasses filled with top shelf bourbon or floral gins. Every outing deserves the perfect pour. Discover an impressive array of $1 shooters and wines that complement your next meal. Plus, truly flavored vodkas for mixing or sipping. Visit Rensselaer, DeMotte, Morocco, or Cedar Lake. Red Baron Liquor has your summer spirit waiting.
Touhyville. 2 Touhies are better than one.
What day is it today?
It's Wednesday.
Is it?
Actually, it's Wednesday.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Hump day.
Why do you call it?
Hump day.
Because.
But
halfway there.
Where?
Till the weekend. The weekend.
Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Till then, let's get back to work.
Let's get back to work.
Let's go.
Oh, goody, we're on.
It's showtime.
Stephen Sherwood with you here in Touhyville. Portions of the show today brought to us by our friends over at the Fountain Stone Theater. Visit fountainstonetheaters.com. Check out all the movies that they got coming. Just saw on their Facebook page coming up in July. They've got the new Superman's going to be there. Can't wait to go see that. It's going to be exciting. Also, tomorrow's Thursday. That means Free Family Film Festival. We are proud to partner with the Fountain Stone Theater to make that possible, along with other sponsors. They've got local sponsors for each movie.
Which one's this week?
This week is Despicable Me 4. That is tomorrow. So 10:30, doors open at 10. Free movie. And there's specials on concessions and stuff too. So, I love my popcorn machine at home. I love watching movies that way. I was mad at myself that I didn't watch Jaws this last weekend. I watched Star Wars, the original Star Wars, because I was watching the TV series Andor, which leads into Rogue One, which leads into Star Wars. Like it's a continuation story, kind of the way they've done it.
Yeah, I'm shocked you didn't watch Jaws because you were down the rabbit hole with all of the different YouTube videos on the making of it and this and that.
50-year anniversary thing, all kinds of stuff.
You were...
And I don't know. I even watched on YouTube Steven Spielberg's introduction to the Discovery Channel documentary all about the making of it. And he said, this is the definitive making of documentary of Jaws. It was supposed to be, don't hold me to it, a 30-day shoot at Martha's Vineyard. It turned into a 90-plus day shoot.
Oh, how did he
They
afford
were
all that?
way over budget.
Oh, God.
He was sure this is the last movie he was ever going to get to direct.
You're kidding.
Nope, because he went so over budget. He was arguing with the company, the distributor, I don't know, the film company, whatever. I think 20th Century Fox maybe. But yeah, he was sure this is it. This is my first and last, and it was a box office smash. So,
and look at all that came from that. Like, he thought that would be the last movie of his career. I mean, to me, arguably Schindler's List or Amistad are the two most historically well done movies he's ever done. And most important, because he started the Shoah Foundation, which actually got on record every testimony of every Holocaust survivor he could track down. So, because he was like, they're going to die off and we're not going to have the testimony.
Right.
That's him. Because the Shoah Foundation, back when I was in school, created a movie called Shoah, which means Holocaust in Hebrew. But it was 17 hours long. And it was how the Holocaust happened, with undercover people speaking to current Nazis and stuff like that, and how the whole thing came about. People who had always lived, a mile from the crematoriums and stuff like that. They got it all.
Yeah.
And our class at Ida Crown needed to watch that and give feedback.
Okay.
So it took us, I want to say 4 days. And when I say 4 days, we went to high school and that's all we did all day, every day for 4 days. Other than eat lunch.
Yeah.
But it was so so huge at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so.
I'm just taking a look real quick. So Jaws was his first real big directorial debut, and took off. Bless you.
Sorry. Woo.
From there on, either directed or produced.
Okay.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Oh,
19
I forgot. That was such a big deal and scared the jeepers out of
That
me.
was his next one after Jaws.
Because that was a big deal. Was it a big deal? Do you remember it being a big deal with UFOs? Okay, you were probably too young, but I remember being scared to death.
Yeah. I don't know
'Cause
why.
it was such a big thing that people were getting sucked up in the middle of the night, and then they would come
I was-
back, and they
I was
would be.
3.
It
So
was-
my
yeah.
parents probably didn't let me watch it because
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen Close
Not all the way
Encounters?
through.
Okay.
No. But that was the same year that my dad took me to see Star Wars, and I fell in love with it.
Okay.
So Christine says there was nothing like watching Jaws at the drive-in movie theater, especially the beginning of the movie. I saw it
Oh, yeah.
on a double date when it came out. Wow,
Mhm.
that's awesome. Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh,
And E.T. Didn't he do E.T.?
well, I was gonna. So 1941, Raiders of the Lost Ark, E.T.
Wait, whoa, wait.
1941 was a weird, like,
What?
dark comedy, I think, with John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd.
Okay, did not see that. I didn't even know he had anything to do with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was weird.
Because you said 1941, and I went, what?
Yeah. It was a weird movie. It was directed by Steven Spielberg, written by Robert Zemeckis and Bob Gale, who, of course, later brought us Back to the Future.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, E.T., Poltergeist, Twilight Zone, the movie, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Color Purple, Goonies, Empire Sun, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Always, Hook, Jurassic Park, Schindler's List, Lost World, Jurassic Park, Amistad, Saving Private Ryan, AI, Minority Report, Catch Me If You Can, The Terminal, War of the Worlds, Munich, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal
He did
Skull.
Munich, too?
Mhm.
Okay.
Adventures of Tintin, Warhorse, Lincoln, Bridge of Spies, The BFG, The Post, Ready Player One, West Side Story, The Fablemans. That's all that doesn't happen if Jaws fails.
Whoa.
He either directed or produced all those things. Crazy, right?
I haven't seen some of them, though.
No?
You read some, and I was like, ooh, I don't know if I've seen
Yeah.
some of these later ones.
I feel like I saw
The
the majority
Fablemans
of them.
I liked.
Yeah, that was
Mhm.
as close as he got to a biography, he said.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yesterday, I went through the summer blockbusters, the
Yeah.
biggest summer blockbuster from 75 through now.
Oh, okay.
And I would say I probably saw about 80 to 85% of them. So
Okay.
the ones that I missed out on were a lot of the Disney movies because
Okay.
the kids were young before I met you.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
the only one that I saw was, and a lot of them came out in the 90s.
You
know.
saw The Incredibles.
No, never saw The Incredibles.
You didn't?
Nope. I saw Lion King with Harley one time when she was sick. That was the first time I saw Lion King.
Got
So,
it.
yeah. So, anyway, all right. By the way, we're talking trusted brands this morning. So go to Facebook and tell us your trusted brands. We'll go through some of the other ones like by age groups in just a little bit, and then we'll get to yours.
Mhm.
Christine says, by the way, the generic name for Kleenex is Snot Rag. That covers all of them. So, and Anna says, good morning. Good morning, Anna. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Christine is now hooked on the Rensselaer Farmers Market.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
neat. Yeah, it's a good time. Absolutely.
She got a lot of goodies and says she's coming back this weekend.
Nice.
So,
all right. Saw this the other day. According to a color psychology expert, wearing green can make you less anxious. They say red, yellow, and orange are known as warm colors.
I thought they were called fire colors.
Oh, okay.
Because I had a bedroom that I painted red, which is a large mistake. It does makes your energy like, wah! Yeah. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
I remember.
Welcome to the hooker home.
So when you and I met, you had a red bedroom, and I didn't think anything of it. It was just your bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
The first time my parents were coming over, you were adamant. You're like, we have to keep the bedroom doors closed because we had a first floor.
Right.
Like
that
just a one floor,
was like open.
Right, and the door we had
kind of
French doors
Yeah.
to our bedroom,
Mhm.
and our bedroom was always clean, and you always made the bed crazy with the 1,000 pillows and everything. So it was just an extension of the house. And you were like, no, they're gonna think I'm a harlot with a red bedroom. I'm
You're
like,
absolutely
oh my
right.
God. I'm like,
Now I remember that.
I
That's
know
so
my
funny.
parents. They're not gonna think that at all. But that brings back a memory. I do remember when thinking, if we are going to change anything, do you mind if we take the picture down in the hallway of you, your ex-husband, and the 2 kids, and we changed out the picture in the frame?
Man, do you have a good memory?
Yeah,
I don't remember any of that.
I remember those 2 things about my parents coming over for the first time. Because when we met, you just,
Right.
you weren't with anybody seriously. You just
Right,
had
right.
the picture of the family in the hallway. That's where you had your family pictures.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, now that I'm, because I think I was living there by then. I don't know if
Yeah.
I was living there yet,
Probably.
but yeah, it was pretty close. Although you thought I was living there before I realized it. So,
right.
I made a big thing about saying, I think we should live together. And you're like, okay.
But we did.
Thought we were like,
We did paint our bedroom green.
later. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were hoping it would make us less anxious. I don't know if it worked.
Yeah.
So it says blue, purple, and green are known as cool colors. They make you feel anything from calm to sad. According to a color psychology expert, one color stands above all of them when you wear it. He said green is the psychological primary color that balances the other 3. Red, yellow, and blue, too stressed, it'll calm you down. Down in the dumps, it will lift you up. It's a calming color. Green is the way. So my question is you're a believer in this? You think it's like the colors have meaning?
I do.
You've got the rainbow on today.
Mhm.
So what happens? Are we up, down, and all around?
Yeah, I think colorful is colorful. like
Colorful
is
is just-
alive. Is beauty
is
or
good.
whatever it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And honestly, it's just because our picture wound up everywhere
Mm-hmm.
last year. And this year I was like, oh my gosh. Like I gave zero thought to it last year
Mm-hmm.
when we got the first Cardinal Award. And I'm like, if we're gonna be in everything, let's like make sure we're not
Yeah.
like.
And I don't know if
I don't think we were sloppy. We never
No.
like, but I was like, okay, let's wear something that'll pop a little bit.
And
the-
now that we do that, we won't be
we won't be
anywhere.
in any
Yeah.
pictures. No, other than on my cell phone.
Which is still fine.
That's fine.
It was
I don't
it was
care.
crazy. We were like the face of everything last year. We were
on the website, in the
the
e-blast,
in the program, like it was everything. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
yeah, we got to the spectrums and we were like, what?
And it was like up
Yeah,
on the
it
big
was
screen.
Up on
It
the
was-
big screen.
yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
By the way, Spectre Awards at the same place again this year, so that'll be fun.
Love
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And love
So-
the food.
Although I'm getting ahead of
Do you
myself.
remember the
We're
food?
not nominated for anything, so I should just slow my roll.
Oh, I
you
know.
Yeah. We haven't even entered yet. It hasn't
Don't
even
give us an
started.
Ayin Hara.
Yeah.
No.
No, I don't even have any Ayin Hara. Do you have an Ayin Hara?
Evil eye.
Oh, no evil eyes. Alanis Morissette says part of the sudden fame was that all guys wanted to do was sleep with her. I don't know if she was in a recent interview talking about this, but
Could you imagine? How does that come out? Like,
right, like,
I must tell you, ever since starting this show with you, everyone wants to sleep with me.
It's just weird.
What? Who says that?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out where this was that she said it.
And now all I can get in my head is I'm broke, but I'm sorry, baby. You know that whole.
Yeah.
I don't even know all the words to that song, but it's like
Yeah. It's
all the dichotomy of things. Like,
isn't it ironic?
Isn't it ironic?
Yeah.
There it is. All right.
Yeah. But that album took off. I mean, that was kind of like an angrier side
Now, did
because
she sing Cherry Pie?
no, different album, different artist, different everything.
Genre.
Yes. But she says, quote, there was no one to hide behind. What I found in terms of the lovely patriarchy was that at the time, if men could sleep with me, and I'm paraphrasing, they didn't know what to, if they couldn't sleep with me, they didn't know what to do with me. I understand that there was probably a lot of that in the music industry. At the same time, am I wrong? And you tell me from a woman's standpoint that it sounds a little like, I don't know,
Egomaniacal?
egomaniacal. Yes. Like Okay.
Although I also understand in the context that she was being interviewed, if what she was saying was that, because I can identify when you're younger and you're finally like out of your parents' house and they've kind of brought you up, sex is bad, just don't, because God doesn't like it, you know, kind of thing until you're married.
Right.
And then you get out on your own and you're like, okay, well, it's not that bad. And I actually kind of like it, but you don't know what to do when you break up because now you're, you've got all the baggage, I guess, that's associated with that. And then being mature and trying to find your way with it, you don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
And then it seems like everybody wants to or is attempting to sleep with you. And then what? And then how about we just don't sleep with each other and we have a different relationship, but nobody knew how to do that, I guess, around her.
I don't know. She was 21 when Jagged Little Pill came out.
Well, that's it. The age is so young. I mean, no one probably talked to her about like sexuality in a healthy sense, meaning don't just say don't. Like,
yeah. So interesting. It was just, it was an interview in The Guardian, I guess. There's a whole interview.
I remember this here. This was current, real life. Okay. We had a doctor that was the kid's doctor.
Okay.
So when they got their friend, their monthly friend, she would say, okay, let's check you out. Okay. Mom, have you talked about the talk? And she would involve God in it and would say, God doesn't want you to do that until you're married.
Okay.
I then left each of the two meetings, because I have two daughters, going, okay, the truth is, God gave you a body. You need to respect it. These are the challenges with that. And you have every right to enjoy sex as much as the next person. Meaning there was like empowerment in that.
Okay.
And it doesn't mean you're a tramp when the guy's going, high five, I slept with her. Like there's a double standard there. Understand the world is set up that way. And just go, nope. Because that's the way I feel. I feel I'm as equal as you. We're both in this to enjoy ourselves. And there's nothing, if I'm a tramp, you're a tramp. If I'm not, you know what I mean? It's not a high five.
Yeah.
I just was like, no. Now I need to tell you the double standard that you might face,
right?
And how it is not true. So just be yourself, and then be careful in this way, and this way, because normal people don't give that away, and like,
right?
It's special, but
yeah.
So
makes sense.
But we had really crazy conversations that I never would have had with my parents. My parents looked at me and went, "Do not ever do that."
It was a different time.
Yeah. God will strike you dead. Goodbye.
The generations changed over time. Yeah. So,
Sure.
Speaking of generations changing over time,
was that a fun conversation for you, Steve? Did you like it?
Yeah, that was delightful. Neat.
I'd like to go back to 2 days a week, like yesterday.
Coming up, dumb criminal. No. When we come back, we're going to check on some of those trusted brands over different age groups. Also,
I thought of a ton during the. I shot them all out too.
Yeah,
I think I was like,
so there's
Xerox,
and there's
Google.
a bunch on there. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll dive into that and see what some of them that you guys are answering on our poll question. Stick around.
Weather is brought to you by Jasper County REMC.
Today, a 40% chance of showers with thunderstorms possible after 1 p.m. Partly sunny with a high near 90. The heat index values as high as 97. Tonight, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly after 4 a.m. Mostly cloudy with a low around 72. Thursday, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly after 7 a.m. Mostly sunny and breezy with a high near 91. With a heat index value of 98 degrees. Thursday night, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy with a low around 73. Friday, a slight chance of showers to kick off the morning, then a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 10 a.m. Mostly sunny with a high near 89. Friday night, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low around 70.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Smith's Ace Farm Store in Rensselaer is your full-line hardware store that carries a large selection of items for the farm and your home. Smith's carries the brands you know and trust, like paints from Benjamin Moore and Clark in Kensington, tools from DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Craftsman. They have your yard covered, too, with a full line of yard equipment from Steel and Toro, along with grills from Weber, Big Green Egg, and Traeger. Stop by Smith's Ace Farm Store, 231 in Rensselaer, and see why they say, if it's for the home or the farm, Smith has it. When their country asked them to serve, they served their country. Now it's our turn to support our veterans. Make your plans now to be at Goodstock Operation Restoring Hope Music Festival, Saturday, August 16th in Goodlands Foster Park. The mission of this day-long music festival is to support the Jasper Newton Veterans Assistance Fund that provides assistance to veterans and their families in Jasper and Newton counties that are facing financial hardship. The day starts with a pancake breakfast at 8 a.m., followed by a motorcycle flag escort ride to honor our military heroes. Gates open at 1:30 with plenty of food, community vendors, and a day of unforgettable live music, highlighted by performances from Lindsay Lau, the Jason Wells Band, the Y Store, and Rock America. Buy your tickets online at goodstockmusicfestival.eventbrite.com or at the gate. For more information and sponsorship information, visit goodstockmusicfestival.com or email them at info@goodstockmusicfestival.com. Goodstock, Operation Restoring Hope Music Festival, Saturday, August 16th in Goodlands Foster Park. Help support America's heroes.
All right, honey, I'm heading out for my morning walk. Hey, neighbor, front yard is looking great.
Yeah, we picked up some beautiful plants from Clark's.
Oh, there's Scott. Hey, your landscaping looks incredible.
Yep, quick trip to Clark's for some rocks and mulch. It was super easy with their help.
All right, see you guys later. Honey, I'm back from my walk.
Great. Hey, I was thinking we should really do something with our front yard.
You know, we should go to Clark's Garden and Floral Center. They have everything from plants to rocks and mulch to outdoor decorations.
Great idea. Did you come up with that on your own?
Of course.
Clark's Garden and Floral Center on Route 231 in Remington. Visit online at clarksgardenandfloral.com and like them on Facebook. Immerse yourself in the nostalgic aroma of home-cooked meals at Royal Oak Family Restaurant. They offer a diverse menu from kitty delights to Italian fares, seafood specialties to endless options. Royal Oak offers daily specials and soups. Every Friday is a fish fry special with prime rib being offered every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Visit them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner that everyone in the family can enjoy. Royal Oak Family Restaurant in Rensselaer, where meals become memories.
Season to season, cab to cab, Ag Leader connects your entire farm. Ag Leader makes it easy to seamlessly connect your equipment and devices year-round and help you tackle farm decisions on the go, 24/7. Peterson Ag Service is your local Ag Leader dealer. Contact us at 765-314-3276 to get your full farm solution. There's only one way to do it all. Ag Leader.
Rensselaer Iron and Metal is the picture of going green. Recycling metals is what they do. Keeping the metal business right here in the good old USA is what they're all about. Giving top dollar for your scrap iron not only helps keep your community clean, but it keeps our jobs and steel industry going strong. Remember, when you take your scrap to Rensselaer Iron and Metal, you're supporting your own economy. Rensselaer Iron and Metal, where your trash turns into cash.
Hello? Hey, man. I need your help.
Doing what?
Well, see, I'm clearing out the garage and I need help loading my truck and taking the junk to the landfill. It should only be 3 or maybe 4 or 5 or 6 trips.
Just get a dumpster from Patriot Dumpster Service instead. It'll be faster.
A dumpster? Oh, I don't want to spend a lot on this.
Not so fast, my friend. Patriot Dumpster Service has very reasonable and competitive rates. Plus, they'll help you get the right size dumpster for your job. They drop it off, you fill it up, and they'll come back and take it away. No fuss, no muss.
How do I get a hold of them?
Just go to patriotdumpster.in and click on Book Now. Pick the dates you need the dumpster register for, and it's yours for up to 14 days.
Well, that sounds easy.
Oh, it is, and you don't have to worry about scratching up your truck and getting hurt with all that loading and unloading.
Thanks. So when are you coming over?
I gotta go.
I wish my friends were as dependable as Patriot Dumpster Service.
Let the friendly and reliable team at Patriot Dumpster Service, a family-owned and operated company that puts their customers first. Patriot Dumpster Service, serving Valpo to Monticello and Kentland to Wanata and all points in between. You can trust Patriot Dumpster Service to handle your waste management needs with integrity, reliability, and a genuine dedication to your satisfaction. Visit them today at patriotdumpster.in.
Touhyville. 2 Touhies. That's a lot of Touhy.
Wake up, sleepyhead. Up and out.
What day is it? Wednesday.
Wednesday.
All day.
I had no idea. I had no idea.
Oh, man. Where did the time go?
Let's get coffee. A big double shot for you. Keep you up all day.
We've got a show to put on in case you didn't notice.
You are going to love this.
Am I?
Am I?
Really? Sure about that?
99% sure.
Okay, if you say so.
Let's get to it.
Showtime.
Welcome into Touhyville and Stephen Sherrill with you. Good morning. Thank you for getting up with us and hanging out. We appreciate it that you get up, turn on your radio, and say hello, or let us say hello to you. We also appreciate all of you that hop on the video and hang out with us. If you're watching on Facebook, just click like on the video. It helps. It pushes it up to the feed for other people. If you share it on your page, even more people see it. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. So subscribe. Then anytime you go to YouTube, you click on subscriptions and you'll see all the videos we dropped. If you click on notifications, it'll let you know when we go live, when we do different stuff. So Tiffany says, happy hump day to you both. Have a great day. Stay cool. You too. Portions of the show today brought to us by our friends over at the Good Table Restaurant in Kentland. Good stuff for lunch, dinner, breakfast, what have you. How about you're just looking for a sandwich for lunch? How about a BLT, roast beef club, turkey club, ham and cheese club, the club house with bacon and turkey. That's where I go. That's what I would call a club sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
I know you can have all kinds of different kinds, but for me, turkey and bacon. So it's like a BLT with turkey added to it.
That's we get it.
That's
Royal-
our that's
Royal
our
Oak,
yeah.
Two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. That's you got the Meat Lovers Club, hot sandwiches, steak sandwiches, wraps, classic melts, and more. So many good sandwiches at the Good Table Restaurant in Kentland. Also want to mention our friends over at Steve's Specialized Services. I was just over there yesterday. Lots of handheld tools around still. And the 10% off through the month of May, or through the month of June, rather. So till the end of the month. So you got through Monday to save on handheld tools in stock at Steve's Specialized Services. Find out more on their Facebook page. Go and like Steve's Specialized Services or visit their website, stevesspecialized.com. All right. So Cheryl says we got to give some more tickets away. We did Indiana Beach earlier. Do you want to do some Holiday World? You want to give away Holiday World, a 4-pack? 219-866-4104. What caller do you want to go with this time, Cheryl? Caller number 5. Caller number 5. Caller number 5, 219-866-4104. Caller number 5.
And just so you know, if you've won Indiana Beach, you can't win the Holiday World.
Right.
We're not, yeah.
If you've won within the last 30 days,
30 days,
so which we just started June 1st, So you got to give yourself 30 days before you can be a big winner again. We want lots of people to win. So we just want to get the folks in and win so many good things. So all right, hi, you're call number 7. Who's this?
Hi, this is Von Tobel.
Is this
Wait
Sharon?
a minute.
It is.
Wow!
Yay!
We love it. We love it.
That is hilarious.
That is delightfully wonderful.
Oh, so good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Well, thank you, Sharon. We're excited that you called in. You got yourself a 4-pack of tickets to Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana. You excited about that?
Yep, that would be great.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, my gosh. It's the Queen of Baking.
Yes. No doubt about it.
We got the Queen of Baking.
Oh, that is so cool. That's wonderful. All right.
Awesome.
That made my day.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Do you want to just bring them out to the market on Saturday tour?
Yeah, I can bring them out to you, Sharon, if you want, and I'll just hand them to you when I see you.
Oh, okay. Wait, tell him that I won't be there this week. Believe it or not, I actually have to miss, but I'll be there next week.
Okay.
The following week is fine.
Can you wait that long?
Can you wait that long, or do you want me to email or drop them in the mail to you?
I can wait that long. That'll be fine. I'll look forward to it.
All right.
All right, Sharon. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, that's
Oh,
neat.
that's funny.
That's neat. And I didn't know that. It was all it showed me was a number.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
And what's funny is that she gave me, okay, so I bought, a bunch of her stuff again.
Mm-hmm.
And I try, because we love snackies and baked goods. We just limit it to, like, you get a cookie that, 4 cookies and I get 4 cookies. And, we try not to go bananas, because then we eat it and it's no bueno.
Right.
So she had a pie there this week, and I'm all about fruit pies. You are not. So I was like, okay, I'm going to pass on the pie just because I'll eat it.
Right.
Peach pie. And I put everything in the car, came back and took pictures of, the different stuff. And she came running up to me with a peach pie and just said, enjoy this.
Yep.
And I did.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
very much.
Fun. Yeah. And it was like a personalized pie.
Right.
So, it was like two slices.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
So I think it's hilarious that she just got the Holiday World
I know.
tickets.
That's really cool. So, of course, gave away some Holiday World tickets thanks to Summer Fun. Summer Fun goes on all summer long thanks to our friends over at the Carpet Barn, FTC Enterprises, Tri-County School District, Boise, Indiana Truck Accessories, Yoder Portable Buildings, Peterson Ag, Good Table Restaurant, Wagner Lumber and Supply, Royal Oak Restaurant, Sanders Cycle, Mayor Phillips in the city of Rensselaer, Smith's Ace Farm Store, the Town of Goodland, and Good Stock, Red Baron Liquors, and all their locations like DeMott Liquors, Cedar Lake, and more. Rensselaer Marathon, BP and Raceway gas stations, Bozeman Oil, RH Mechanicals, Jasper County REMC, and Steve's Specialized Services. All right. Brand loyal. What is one of your most trusted brands? Are you brand loyal to certain things?
I am totally brand loyal.
You are to a lot of things.
To a lot of things.
Tina says Kraft. I will only buy Kraft mac and cheese and Kraft cheese slices. Also shells and Velveeta or Velveeta cheese slices. So those two.
Can I just challenge her to try Tillamook?
For slices?
For cheese.
Yeah. But for mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese, I don't know anybody. We do like Velveeta, and I never thought I'd like Faco stuff like that.
The other thing we like is Cracker Barrel. It's just a little more expensive,
And I like making my own with bechamel.
Yeah. Christine says Pepsi, Heinz, True Living 6-pack paper towel and toilet paper. She says
True Living.
Both are at the dollar store, she says.
Okay.
Whopper malt balls, not
Whoppers.
Yeah, not regular malt.
Yeah. Yes.
Red Vine licorice.
Okay.
Much better than Twizzlers, she says.
See, and I like the Australian brand.
Yep.
That what is the stuff? It's like,
I don't know.
It's got an get me
like
the kangaroo on
little
it.
rabbit
A little
that goes by in the shadow rabbit.
Mhm.
And she says Van Camp's pork and beans. So Ron says Cottonelle and Folgers.
Oh, Folgers. Okay.
So I'm not brand loyal to Folgers. It's just that it comes in a big container and it's
The
on
bucket.
sale. It's cheaper.
Yeah.
Because I go through a lot of it. So, but coffee, very rarely is coffee different to me. It's my creamer.
Really?
Yeah, it's my creamer.
See, coffee is so different to me.
Yeah, I know.
And my favorite thing is when someone does a chocolate blend, like Dutch Brothers or Caribou does it's chocolate coffee. So it's got hints of chocolate in there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Edward says Ford, Craftsman, Husqvarna for weed trimmers. He says just to name a few of the brands that he's loyal to.
Okay, Band-Aid. Does anybody say Band-Aid?
No, I don't know if I'm brand loyal to Band-Aid. I think I've bought generic Band-Aids and been okay with it. Yeah.
You don't buy them like the Band-Aid brand of like different like sizes and cool things with Star Wars on it and stuff?
No. It's just, I do it to stop my bleeding. No,
It should look pretty though.
I don't. It means nothing. I'll put tissue and Scotch tape on. It's fine with me. Yeah.
Oh, no fun.
Richie says Chevy and Nike.
Sharpie.
Two of his.
Sharpies.
Yeah, Sharpie. Yeah, for sure.
Nike. I was going to say Nike, Adidas.
Yep. So for Gen Z, the most trusted brand is YouTube, followed by Band-Aid, Dawn dish soap, Costco.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't think of Costco as being a trusted brand. It's a big giant store that has a bunch of stuff in it, but what's the brand of Costco?
The superstore where everything is cheaper, but you buy in bulk and it's the best paradise ever. I'd go there right now if I could.
No, I understand all of that, but I guess I don't think of it as like a trusted brand. Like,
so you don't think Sam's, like you wouldn't say Sam's Club?
I would as a store.
Right, but not as a brand.
But I would say Walmart too. Like there's Walmart, there's Sam's Club, there's Costco. Like I don't think of Walmart as a trusted brand.
Neither do I.
Like it's so
Yeah,
I don't know. Let's see.
Portillo's.
Yes. Millennials say their most trusted brand is Google. So I could see that. Followed by PayPal, YouTube, Dawn dish soap, and the USPS.
Seriously?
As their most trusted brand.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah. Others that are highly ranked, Lysol, Visa.
Really? The mail system?
That's what it says, USPS. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
Okay. All
For
right.
millennials.
Yeah, that's why it's not. It's
It's
kind of wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lysol, Visa, Hershey's, Dove, Tide, Lego, and the Weather Channel.
Legos.
I can see the Weather
get
Channel.
all the Weather
I
Channel.
believe the Weather Channel when they tell me yes.
Yeah. I wouldn't have thought of that.
A lot of people with Dawn dish soap. Gen
Yeah, I
X,
know.
the
What
most
is that? I was-
trusted
no.
brand. Now, for me, okay, I think I told you this before. I've always used Dawn, and I went once to a cheapie store and just bought dish soap, and my hands broke out. Looked like,
You had an allergic reaction.
looked like I had leprosy. Yeah, it was just all just bumps all over my hand. Yeah.
So that was that.
Yep.
So then you became loyal. That was that.
Yep.
Okay.
I couldn't even think of what it was because it was like later that night, and I'm like, what did I do different?
Wow.
I'm like, it was all over both of my hands, and I'm like, what?
I know one for our generation. Chapstick.
Yes.
And chapstick was the best before EOS and all the rest of the Michigas.
Yes. Yes, for sure.
We were all about the chapstick.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
Or Bonnie Bell. Do you remember Bonnie Bell? Now you're a guy, so you wouldn't have done it. But those were the lip gloss balls. Like they had a roller ball in them, and they tasted like strawberry. Or they were the big fat ones where they were like chapsticks on steroids.
I don't remember those. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dawn dish soap is the most trusted brand for Gen
crazy.
X. Yeah. Followed by Oral-B, Hershey's, Band-Aid, and Duracell. They also trust Heinz Ketchup, Tylenol, Home Depot, Clorox, Betty Crocker, and M&M's. For boomers, it's Kleenex, Dawn dish soap, UPS, Tylenol, and Band-Aid, followed by Lowe's, Ace Hardware, Colgate, Philadelphia Cream Cheese, Bounty, and Hefty as trusted brands. Some of those I would say I'm up there with trust.
I'm
But some of them,
yeah.
I don't.
And I'm a PayPal person, so that's a big trust to me.
Yeah, you trust PayPal.
Absolutely. Yep. Anytime
so
I've
there you
had
go.
any problem, they've taken care of it.
So yeah, there's
But PayPal was the first eBay used it when they and that's how I got down that rabbit hole because it would protect
Do you remember? You used to mail
send
someone a check
checks
hoping
once.
that they would send. I remember it happening to me once, and that was when I stopped buying. It took forever for me to get. I bought a VHS tape and sent a check. Yep. I would send someone money to their house and then hope they would send me the item. That was crazy, that plan. Wow. When I think back about that, that was nutso cuckoo that we used to do that.
Yeah.
That I sold things on eBay and people actually mailed me cash. I remember that, getting cash in the mail. Going, what? Are you
Do you remember getting cash in the mail? Like for everything, for your birthday, you just open up the card and it'd fall on the floor?
Yes. And now my parents will want to like give me a check for a birthday or something. They're afraid to mail a check.
Well,
because they had problems in their neighborhood with whitewashing.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. All right. It's time for the pizza quiz, where again, we're going to do which came first.
Put on those thinking caps. It's time now for the pizza quiz, brought to you by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer. You could win a large one-topping pizza from Rick's Pizza. Be caller number 7 at 866-4104. That's 866-4104. Be caller number 7 right now.
What sets Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer apart from the other pizza places? Rick's is locally owned. Their dough is made fresh daily and hand-tossed, not run through a machine. Cheese is grated daily. Toppings are generous, fresh, and your pizza is baked to perfection in a classic stone oven. Looking to try something different? Try a pineapple, apple butter, or barbecue pizza. Call 866-7466 to place your order. Local delivery is available. Open Tuesday through Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Rick's Pizza. Taste the difference.
All right, it's time now for the pizza quiz, brought to us by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer. Your chance to win a one large, one-topping pizza from Rick's Pizza. Hi, you're caller number 7. Who's this?
This is Rich.
Hey, Rich. How are you, bud?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Good. All right. So which came first? These are two trusted brands that we just talked about. Which came first, Kleenex or Dawn dish soap? Which came first, Kleenex or Dawn dish soap? What do you think?
I'd have to say Dawn dish soap.
It was actually Kleenex. Kleenex was first introduced in 1924. Dawn dish soap not till 1973. So
wow,
I know. I'm sorry, Rich. Have yourself a great day, though. Okay, buddy.
All right, you too.
All right. Bummerooski. Yeah, I did not know that. By the way, Kleenex was first introduced in 1924 as a disposable cold cream remover. That's how it was first.
So it was like to take makeup off.
Wipe off. 1924,
Wow.
Kleenex facial tissues first were introduced.
Wow.
Dawn dish soap didn't come out till 1973. So there you go. All right, let's take a break. We'll be back with more fun in just a little bit.
Winners and families of winners on the pizza quiz are ineligible to win for 30 days. The pizza quiz is brought to you by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer.
It's time to get out and play with the full-size fun of Kawasaki KLX 230R and KLX 230RS trail bikes. Kick up some serious dirt with an improved 233cc engine, long travel suspension, and a compact perimeter frame. Finished with KX-inspired bodywork, the lightweight Kawasaki 230R packs a heavy dose of style and fun into every off-road ride.
Visit Sanders Cycle on 231 in Rensselaer or online at sanderscycle.com.
Is your floor tired of water worries? At Carpet Barn, they've got the perfect solution. Dive into their huge selection of waterproof vinyl plank flooring, stylish, durable, and ready for anything life throws its way. And if you're craving comfort, explore the endless array of carpeting in every style and color imaginable. Plus, Carpet Barn's top-notch installers make sure your new floor looks absolutely perfect. Stop by Carpet Barn in DeMott today or call 219-251-0022 and let them floor you.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-529-2856. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-529-2856. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-529-2856. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-529-2856 or biglou.com.
97.7 FM, WLQI, Rensselaer.
Time for a check of news. This check of news brought to us by Steinke Funeral Home. Visit SteinkeFuneralHome.com to ensure your final wishes are respected. Here's Russ Martin.
The latest pretrial hearing scheduled for Stephanie Nagel in Jasper Circuit Court yesterday was continued. She has been charged with murder and 2 other offenses in the death of Phil Nagel last February. The original trial date that was announced at that time was set for July 30th, but that was vacated last month as more legal preparation is taking place. The next pretrial hearing and conference is scheduled for July 8th in Judge Emily Waddle's court at 10:30. A new trial date and the amount of days for the proceedings to take place has not yet been set. On Monday's news, we told you a Lake Station man was preliminarily charged with attempted murder after allegedly attacking his father with a blunt force object while both were fishing in Porter County. 20-year-old Nicholas Floyd Frazier was also preliminarily charged with aggravated assault and battery with a deadly weapon. The charges now against the accused are aggravated battery and battery by means of a deadly weapon. There was no attempted murder charge against Frazier. Both the father and Frazier had wounds from the incident. Governor Mike Braun has announced that all 15 of Indiana's public colleges and universities, including main and regional campuses, have committed to holding tuition and mandatory fees flat for in-state undergraduate students for the 2025-2026 and 2026-2027 academic years. The governor said this action follows his challenge made last month to find ways of streamlining services without compromising quality. Of course, freezing tuition is nothing new for Purdue University. They announced in April they would be freezing their tuition for the 14th consecutive year. And while Indiana continues in heat and humidity, residents can call 211 from their cell phone from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. weekdays to find the nearest cooling center statewide. Indiana 211 provides updated locations and hours for those cooling centers. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe and well, everyone. I'm Russ Martin.
Saying goodbye to a loved one is never easy. In your time of sorrow, look to Steinke Funeral Home of Rensselaer in Morocco to assist you and your family, offering funeral and memorial services ranging from traditional to uniquely innovative and personal, along with burial services, cremation options, and celebrations of life. Steinke Funeral Home offers complete care, allowing you to comfort your family while they take care of the details. If it's time to say goodbye to a loved one or you're pre-planning for your own service, call Steinke Funeral Home at 219-866-5151 or visit SteinkeFuneralHome.com.
Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion. 3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
100-year-old Fern Lehman of Francisville passed away on June 22nd. Visitation will be from 3 until 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday, June 26th at Frayne Mortuary, Quarry Albright Chapel, Francisville. Funeral services for Fern Lehman will be held at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Friday, June 27th at the Francisville Apostolic Christian Church. Memorial contributions may be made to Parkview Haven Retirement Home or Apostolic Christian Harvest Call. Burial will take place at Roseland Cemetery. Online tributes may be offered at FrayneMortuary.com. Arrangements entrusted to Frayne Mortuary, Quarry Albright Chapel, Francisville. 79-year-old Beverly Stick of DeMott passed away on Monday, June 23rd. Visitation for Beverly Stick will be held at Jackson Funeral Service of DeMont on Saturday, June 28th, from 9 a.m. until the time of service at 11 a.m., with Chaplain Richard Stoll officiating. Interment will follow at Holland Cemetery. Jackson Funeral Service of DeMont has been entrusted with the arrangements. Melissa Whaley, known as Missy to her family and friends, passed away on May 23rd. A celebration of life for Missy Whaley will be held on Thursday, July 3rd at the Highland Barn venue from 4 until 8 p.m. Casual attire is welcome. The family said there will be food, fun, and live entertainment. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather sponsored by Rensselaer Care Center, recently named by Newsweek one of America's best nursing homes.
Today, a 40% chance of showers with thunderstorms possible after 1 p.m. Partly sunny with a high near 90. The heat index values as high as 97. Tonight, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly after 4 a.m. Mostly cloudy with a low around 72. Thursday, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly after 7 a.m. Mostly sunny and breezy with a high near 91, with a heat index value of 98 degrees. Thursday night, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy with a low around 73. Friday, a slight chance of showers to kick off the morning, then a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 10 a.m. Mostly sunny with a high near 89. Friday night, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low around 70.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Hoodland. Classic rock lives here. 97.7 FM WLQI. The Q.
Touhyville. Now even two-ear.
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
Today is Wednesday. Wait, is today Wednesday?
Today is such a great day.
This is really great today. What's so great about it?
What's so great about it? What's so great about it?
That much closer to the weekend.
That's what's so great about it.
Well, better get back to work.
We work hard. We play hard.
Work hard, we play hard.
Yes, they work hard and they play hard.
Showtime, baby.
Stephen Sherrill here. Yep. Working hard, playing hard, having fun on a delightful Wednesday morning. We're excited. We're going to finish up the show and head right out to Indianapolis for a lunch, and then later on today for a ceremony for the Cardinal Award for community service. Yeah, so that's exciting. All right, portions of the show today brought to us by our friends over at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Chances are we're going to grab McDonald's on the way out of town.
There's a brand for you.
Yes, that is true. Trusted brand is the Golden Arches. Yeah. Yep.
And I don't know. I feel like I don't know if I'm crazy. Like I really wasn't, because of the kosher thing. I really wasn't into fast food when I was younger. Like I didn't probably eat fast food till I was like 26. Other than like the times we would go, sneaky deaky,
and hide,
and go get Shamrock Shakes. But now I feel like for a while it was Burger King versus, it was like a neck and neck thing, and then
like
it was like
younger,
other
right.
people came in, like Arby's came in, but weren't even in the same zip code,
right? And
then came Subway, but they weren't in the same zip code, And then I feel like everybody has fallen down the wayside, and that's just the way it is. Like McDonald's just owns it now.
Like 90s into 2000s, like I feel like it was just like a runaway, they took off.
I feel like it was like them, and then there were other options, like Panera, Chipotle,
right. Everybody else kind of got lumped in down here, yeah, also ran.
But if you're talking about what outlet have I eaten at twice a day at a point, that'd be a McDonald's and nobody else.
That's the McDonald's, and use the app. I'm telling you, works great. It's a good deal. Also want to mention our friends over at Jasper County Community Services. Go to Jasper County Community Services Facebook page, because they're going to share with you all kinds of different stuff that they have going on here. I'm just going to go there just to give you an idea of what you're going to learn when you go to Jasper County Community Services website, because we give you all kinds of different stuff that they do. Okay, for those 55 and older in the area, at the Rensselaer Senior Center and the DeMont Fozzie Senior Center. Okay, but if you go and like their Facebook page, if you're 55 and older, you're going to find so many different things to do. I mean, they have their whole calendar up there that I think you shared on our Facebook page. They've got patriotic bingo going on July 2nd. Okay. They've got a 4th of July celebration, July 3rd at noon. See, I just love this. At the Rensselaer Senior Center, Thursday, July 3rd at noon, it's his fireworks show. And in my mind, I went, huh?
That's exactly the reaction. I went, really?
And I looked on the TV screen with games and ice cream.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. And Sharon just shared, because I shared Sharon's, try to say that 15.
Cheryl shared Sharon's.
Sharon's schedule.
Yeah.
Schedule of the entire month for July.
That's what I was just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I'm saying
calendar.
the whole calendar was out.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's all right.
Missed that.
Today is cookie bingo.
Oh.
That sounds fun. Cookie bingo today at 12:15 at the Rensselaer Senior Center.
Oh, that's fun.
So, yep. So much good stuff going on at Jasper County Community Services. So, all right. So we were talking about the brand loyalty from Gen Z to millennials and other things. 60% of Gen Zers say they use email to avoid conflict and anxiety at work. They would rather go with email than talk to someone face-to-face. According to a new report, 60% of Gen Zers use email to avoid awkward conversations and workplace anxiety. The number is even higher among women, 65%. There are a few reasons for this. It can be easier to make a bigger case or argument in a long-form email without being interrupted. Email also allows a degree of separation and helps set personal boundaries at work. It does? Email sets personal boundaries at work?
This is annoying to me. I'm not going to lie. I'm getting
really
annoyed.
I couldn't tell by your face.
Just because our generation didn't forget to teach them how to socialize.
It's not that. It's not that we didn't teach them how to socialize. We did. But their socializing changed.
Oh, because of the phones and stuff?
Phones, social media. I mean, they're socializing in all kinds of different ways that we never did.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with going up the block and seeing someone. Ringing a doorbell and saying, "Is Danny home?" You know, like.
Yeah, I mean, I still remember selling Girl Scout cookies and like schlepping them in a great big garbage bag like Santa Claus on my back and running through the entire neighborhood dropping them off.
Right.
And that was my responsibility. My dad didn't drive me around. Yeah. I mean.
Yeah. No, I get it. It was a different time.
Yeah.
We did things differently back then. So, but we talked about this with Dr. Nikki before.
Yeah.
There's something about that younger generation too that thinks if they're a little nervous about something, now it's anxiety and I can't deal. I'll just send an email. It's fine. I need to protect my boundaries. No, your personal boundary has nothing to do with sending an email. Like, it's not like, No one's coming to your cubicle to sniff your hair. I hope I mean,
well, you do that all the time, though. No, I'm kidding.
I believe that since we live together, it's not considered harassment. Even though you're constantly saying stop.
Right.
Stop. Get away from me. Stop. Get away from me. Get away from me. Stop. So maybe Gen Z is finding out that email can be more useful than a rapid series of chats. In this new survey, 42% of Gen Zers said email is their favorite channel, twice as many as those who picked Slack or WhatsApp. Have you ever used
Slack?
I was just going to ask you if you ever used Slack. I didn't know if anybody would have used it. It would have been Madden when you were there. It's the newer communication thing for bigger companies.
No, we use Teams at the end, I think, but
you use Google mostly, right?
Google everything.
Yeah, but Slack is like I think it's like a messaging service.
Yeah, it says it's an AI work management and productivity tool. So it's
a lot of big companies are using it now. So the survey also shows
I'm gonna slack off today, Steve.
That's what I was like when I started hearing people say that they were on Slack. I'm like, Is that like a new term for like taking a break?
Do you remember when that was the word for pants? Are you wearing slacks?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where'd that word go?
I don't know.
You can wear a nice pair of slacks. I'll tell you what.
Yeah. Now, you want to hear something funny?
My mom was like, "You're going to the play. Don't wear slacks." Ay.
Now, you want to hear something funny about? I was talking earlier about my new shoes. I'm also wearing brand new black jeans. That's how you know I'm fancy.
When did you get new
brand
black
new
jeans?
Black jeans, like they're I took the tags off this morning
especially for the summer
for going out nice.
Nice.
Yep. So, and I almost wore dress pants, wore dress slacks, but I was like, I don't really want to.
Wait, you just used the word slacks, so you will
I did that on
use
purpose.
that.
No, I
Okay.
just did that on purpose.
Okay. All right.
No. I just did that on
Because I
purpose.
was like, okay.
No, I don't use it.
Excited because I was like,
No, I don't ever
that
say
word
slacks.
go?
No.
Okay.
So no, I just used it because we were just talking about I was being funny. So all right. A new term, speaking of slack, screen divorce.
Okay,
Now,
so we're divorced
mm-hmm.
and we are sleep divorced,
Mm-hmm.
which they say, which is just when you have different bedrooms or
separate
whatever
bedrooms.
it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So now what's screen divorce? What is that? Oh, wait a minute. Is that different rooms for shows?
So that's the first thing that I haven't looked.
Okay.
This is the first thing that came to my mind when I saw the headline, new term, screen divorce. I said, that's you and I.
Right, because
I'm in one room, you're in the other. We watch our separate shows.
But we also have our together shows.
We do. My sister and her husband, absolutely screen divorce. I don't know if there's anything they watch together unless they maybe watch a movie together.
Really?
Almost nothing.
Wow, we love to bond on all sorts of shows
and
movies.
But they will sit at the kitchen table and eat dinner. Just the two of them.
Okay.
Like with the TV not on.
Okay.
Like,
all right.
But their TV shows,
we typically watch something during dinner.
Yeah. But he likes like all the home improvement shows. He's like cuckoo about it. And he'll just keep watching, even though he knows how to do all of it. Be like, you always watching sales movies.
Oh, real ones though. Like on okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like home improvement, the
TV
sitcom.
show.
And I'm
like I don't even know if it's still around, but like he used to love This Old House. Her husband.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
So screen divorce, I would say, you watch separate shows, So now, funny thing. So you just said, when I said screen divorce, you just said we're divorced. We have sleep divorce. We probably have screen divorce, depending on what
And we're besties.
Do you still think of us, even though I know it's factual? Do you still think of us as divorced?
No.
So, okay, because it's the first time I've heard you say we're divorced in a long time.
Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think of it that way.
No, and I never know what to say because I call you my husband on the regular for anything like, you just tell my husband and he'll take care of it or my husband takes care of whatever it is and he'll stop by with a check or whatever it is. Yeah. So no, I don't think of that.
Yeah.
I don't think we're divorced.
I was just curious because you just said it and I'm like, I don't know if I've heard that in a long time. Yeah.
But we definitely have a lot of like where we go separate and it's fine. And then we come back together and it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. We like our
we love our vacations together.
Absolutely.
I would never vacation divorce or go separately than you. I don't think like I'd go with a girlfriend, maybe like I went with Carla, like overnight to see Andy Grammer, but on the regular, I wouldn't want to like travel without you.
No, but like you just did to go see our daughter, like, I mean, like, so I think there's times that it's nice, you know? So, because a lot of the stuff that you and Harley did, that's not such an enjoyable vacation for me.
Well, and I don't know how we would have had the dogs. Like her dog is like,
yeah. So, all right. So a writer for The Guardian just did an op-ed piece on screen divorce. It says screen divorce is when you don't have to agree on what to watch. You both watch whatever you want on separate screens. Okay, that's what we do. You can watch in different rooms or in the same room, one of you wears headphones. That I don't get.
Yeah, no. I'm not going to, that's weird.
So here's why I don't get that. Here's what's going to happen if you and I are in the same room. I'm watching on an iPad or on an Amazon tablet. You're watching on the television. I've got my headphones on. Every 10 to 20 minutes, if that long.
I'm going to start a fight with the TV.
Or you're going to say, did you see that? Did you? When you and I watch television together, we pause a lot for conversation.
Yeah, we do.
Either about the show or about life. It's not always about what we're watching.
Right. Especially in our cooking shows when we feel something's rigged or the hosts suck or something like that. Like we're watching Yes Chef and we are we are not liking Martha Stewart.
No, we're not really liking the show, but we keep watching it.
I love Jose Andreas.
Yeah.
She is just a mean.
I know, I don't like her.
I don't like her.
Yeah.
And I don't even go, oh, but she's so this, and I'll overlook it. I'm like, you're just rotten.
Yeah.
I don't,
she's a brat.
and uppity rotten.
Yeah. So, but you and I would keep talking if we were in the same room. We even go to our separate quarters. You go all the way upstairs. I go to my bat cave. I'm watching TV. You're watching TV. And we'll still call and text each other. So we wouldn't stop if we were in the same room. That wouldn't work. Separate rooms, we could watch our shows, you know. They say you watch in separate rooms. The idea is you avoid the situation where one person has to suffer through a show they don't actually like, which is, I feel like what we did a lot in our... but we did a lot in our first marriage or in our marriage, you know.
Yeah.
Because I watched so many Real Housewives shows and murder shows, and it's just like, it was fine, like to just sit there, like, but it was nothing that I turned on after we split.
Got it.
None of those were shows like Dateline and all that. Like, it's fine, I'll watch, because once I start to watch, it piques my curiosity of how is this going to end? Are they going to catch the person? Did this person do it? Which one of these people did it? Like, it'll happen when I go upstairs now with our coffee on the weekend.
Yeah. You'll
be watching a horrible husband, killed somebody, or a boyfriend killed somebody, or a wife killed somebody, or whatever. And if it's just starting, if it's just ramping up, I'll get into it. If it's 30 minutes in and there's stuff I've missed already, now I'm out,
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of shows. The Real Housewives, I mean, were so annoying. I just couldn't stand them. Yeah.
You couldn't even believe that you would say this, like, what, every 3 months you just go, I can't believe such an educated woman watches such smut.
And you know what changed me though?
Like, I can't.
Is I will still from time to time turn on 80s pro wrestling.
Right.
So it's the same thing. It's
the same
so dumb.
mindless,
I know it's fake. It's like I love watching the interviews now. I mean, a lot of the guys have died, but where they talk about what it was really like back then. Now they're not afraid to show like what they did and how it was scripted and things like that. So they say, just like sleep divorce, it's something a lot of couples already do, which we do. Yeah. And I think there's people that are like, think it's nutso that you and I sleep in separate bedrooms. Like when Rick came over from RH Mechanical, he's like, all right, I'm not judging. He's like, because he said something about, so this is your guy's bedroom? And I'm like, no, mine's downstairs. And and he goes, okay, well, I'm not judging. I go, no. I go, I snore like a bear. I go, it's just, we like to sleep. We like to sleep.
I like a million pillows. You like none.
I fall asleep to the TV every night. Like,
I don't.
Right. I have to roll over at some point in the middle of the night and turn the TV off. I don't even know that I do it half the time. So sleep divorce. So I'm just saying, I think it works.
I go to sleep at 3:00 in the afternoon. I'm kidding.
I think it works for people though.
I think we're better for it because I think, like, when we weren't sleeping well, you'd be apologizing half the day. Then come time to go to sleep again, you'd be like, oh, I hope tonight, like, if I snore too loud tonight, like, tell me and I'll go out on the couch and all this stuff. Like, you felt awful.
Yeah. Now we just sleep and I move around. Right. I want to get comfortable and watch television. I want it to be, as loud as I need it to be, all that stuff. So sleep divorce is not a problem for me. They say it's something a lot of couples do, especially now that everyone has 3 TVs, 2 iPads, a phone. It just has a name now. Now my parents do it when one of them is sick because they have spare bedrooms. So if one of them is sick, they usually the one who's sick goes to the other bedroom. Just because it's when you're sick, you're never sleeping right. You're up at 2, you want to turn on the TV, but you don't want to wake the other person up. You don't want to go to the other floor, like their bedrooms are on the first floor or on the second floor rather. So that makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
The writer also said she and her husband trade off, where one person gets the TV and the other uses an iPad and headphones. Her guilty pleasure is Real Housewives, and his is basically to watch sports. So my parents don't do that, even though I think they want to. I think they're like not doing it like yet. But my dad has talked about the idea of in Florida, they don't have as much space. So they've got their living room, which is where they usually watch TV. There's a TV in their bedroom they've never turned on. Like they turned it on when they bought the house to see if it worked. They don't watch TV in the bedroom. And then they have another TV in the spare bedroom. My dad has talked about the idea of putting a lazy boy in the spare bedroom to go and watch shows when he's not in the mood to watch shows that she likes to watch. Because he just watches his shows when she's not around. Like he likes Westerns. He likes some army movies. He likes some scary movies. None of those are things that she's into. Now, instead, what they do is they each have a remote and they switch off and on.
That's so funny.
On who picks the TV. And I'm positive, they've never said this. I have just decided this for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm positive this came from some couple's argument over watching shows and who was going to fast forward through commercials and who wasn't. They don't they watch the streaming things, but a lot of stuff they record on their DVR and fast forward through commercials.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom will pick a show with her remote and then she runs it. She runs the volume, she runs the fast forward, she runs everything. Then when that show's done, then my dad picks a show and he runs the fast forward. Whoever's show picked it, they run the show.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing is when we go down to Florida, my sister and I or her family, they then try to loop us in. And they're like, okay, so what do you guys want to watch now? And I'm like, whatever. Whatever you guys have and whatever you want to watch. I'm not even thinking about it. Because for me, out of the things they have in their DVR, I'm going to pick like Big Bang Theory every time just because at least I know it. Most of the stuff they watch is they like a lot of the old, they'll watch Murder, She Wrote. They watch older TV shows that that they used to watch. The Mentalist, I think they'll watch that all the way through.
My mom loved The Mentalist.
Oh, I love The Mentalist. Yeah. Tina says, I watch so much HGTV. Even if I've already seen them, I watch them again. Rich, her husband, gets aggravated because I always have the channel on. He's usually scrolling on his phone, not even paying attention to the TV. Sometimes he will go in the bedroom and watch something else. So we have essentially 2 separate living rooms.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes you'll watch in the living room and I'll watch in the other living room.
Mm-hmm. In your back cave.
In my back cave. Sometimes you'll go upstairs and I'll watch in my back cave and you'll watch upstairs. We have big screens all over the place. So we like the big screen TVs everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and you've got the super big screen.
Yes, I have the giant.
Mm-hmm.
But there's times that I'll sit in the living room and you'll finish up your show and I'll just play on my phone and we'll hang out because we're going to watch something.
You don't not only do you not like the Housewives, but you don't like any Jesus stuff. You don't like The Chosen, which to me is I watch The Chosen again and again and again. Oh my gosh, season 5 is so good. I can't take it.
Not for me. Yeah,
but I watch it so differently that do you know that I learned Carla doesn't like it?
The Chosen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? She's like, I'm just lost.
Yeah.
I'm lost in it. And I'm like, because she loves Jesus and she's one of my friends.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. She is she's the type of person that I can tell you she's a Christian because she acts like Christ.
Mm-hmm.
She's got that thing where you go, she's so different than everybody else in such a good way. Right.
Yep.
So I was sure we had The Chosen in common, sure of it. Mm-hmm. We were talking about it yesterday. I'm addicted, and I will admittedly say this because it's going to sound crazy. You ready? Mm-hmm. I feel like he's talking to me.
Yeah. Through the stories.
Yeah.
But that's the great thing about religion.
I watch it like freaking out, I'm all in it.
Yeah, I have a lot of negatives about religion, but that's a great thing about religion is when you feel it, when you feel like you're being spoken to. For me, it's might sound bad, but I feel like I grew up with the story. I know it, and to watch it is like it's not for me. Like,
okay, so my argument with this that I always want to have with you, but respectfully say to you in a non-judgment way. Like, it's one of those things. It's like, I respect your opinion, except you got to come over to my side.
Except you're wrong. Right.
Because the Bible, to me, I had person after person after person when I was in finance, and I'd be billing out their cars or their RVs, whatever. Why do you have a Bible on your desk? And I'd be like, oh, it is the greatest story ever. And I had a drawer full of them also to give away. And they're like, are you kidding? Like, you're so cool and it's so old and outdated and I don't get it. And what are we talking about half the time? And it's Romeo and Juliet. And I'm like, first of all, NIV, 3 letters for you, right? Not KJV. That's a little bit Romeo and Juliet, although I get it. NIV, way easier. And then I'm like, it is the greatest soap opera of all time. And it's true. Like, it's got everything: sibling rivalry, too many wives, lying, cheating, sending, like coveting somebody's wife and sending the husband to the battlegrounds. And then it's crazy. And I love all the lessons, but they came alive for me because of how it was taught to me in Hebrew, like in a different language. So I get if you never experienced like the cool story parts of it, how it would be quite dry. Like pretty much the whole book of Leviticus is all rules and regulations. So it's like a little bit harder than everything else for me. But I wonder what it would be like if you actually watched The Chosen and saw that Matthew has a personality different than Luke. One's an accountant, one's a doctor. And then started seeing their personalities and their struggles in what Christ was telling them, because I never thought of it like that. But now season 5 of The Chosen is literally the Last Supper and the stuff's about to hit the fan kind of thing. And you see all of the grief and struggle and pressure of they're trying to get it, but they're like, what are you talking about? Nah, just stay here. Like they conceptually, they're each at different ways, and Jesus kind of lets them work it through. And how, I don't want to say it's disturbing, but it's like, it's gut wrenching for me. I sit there and I'm like, oh, this is so hard. Who would I be like if I were like anybody? Like, am I like Peter? And then I would actually have denied Christ 3 times. Oh my gosh. Like the whole thing comes alive for me. It's alive. And I have to watch it 5 zillion times to see different insights.
And that's great. And that's wonderful.
So yeah,
for me, so a lot of like this, like where you're at now in the season 5, is like the Stations of the Cross that I grew up with in the Catholic Church. And
what do you mean by Stations of the Cross? I think I asked you this before. Is it literally walls or places that you walk around to?
In my church, they had plaques up that, it was the stations of, of the, praying in Gethsemane, and then, all through
stages it's stages, but it's called
Stages of the Cross. It was called
Stations. Okay.
Stations of the Cross. Sorry. Yeah. And it was literally through this season. It was essentially all of it, all the way through. And it takes you through as you're doing it, through Lent into Easter. And
so resurrection.
Resurrection.
Okay.
So, but we did it year after year after year after year after year in school. That's every Friday we would do it. Of Lent. We would go through and,
Okay, so let's go back.
Again.
What's the go through part? When you say it's over and over and over. I did the same thing in Judaism. Like we had a Holocaust Memorial Day, and we had this one, and we had a lot of commemorating stuff. To me, it was awaken, alive, crazy good. I loved it. And the older I got, the more I understood. Like,
and I was the opposite. Not the less I understood. The older I got, the more bored I got, and the more I started to question things. And so I would go in a different direction. So, so it just, and for me as a TV show, it's not. It just doesn't pull me in. It doesn't give me that same feeling that it does for you. Just like for anybody else, like they're like West Wing, ooh, politics. It's just not for them. It's not. It's too much. It's and for me, I could watch it over and over and over and over and over again. I mean, I went from West Wing ended and I started Newsroom, like next day. So that's just where my brain goes.
I do want to find out, Dr. Nikki could answer this, how I could be that immersive into like things I'm seing. Because they could be a cartoon and
I am
still
too,
cry.
though. But I mean, I'm immersed, like it's just what we're immersed in, Now, going back to Carla, you said she gets lost. I could see that too, because the few times that we've spent time with Carla and her husband, I see her and I having some similarities in that I don't know that we turn the business off. So there's a lack of focus of being able to just be in there. Like you're talking about The Chosen, and from what you tell me, it's a much more in-depth, quasi-fictionalized way of the way all these people were. Because we don't know what they were like for real, other than from their gospel.
Right, you just know what they from the gospel,
right, it's
what they did, or
it's a what do they call it? They use artistic
license,
stuff, to fill in the story.
Mm-hmm.
So you become much more immersed in it, and I wonder if like if she's like kind of half watching, like I don't like to watch West Wing while I'm cleaning. I see people in the groups and they're like, that's my background show. I watch it all the time. I don't like that. I don't watch it before I go to bed. It's not my go to bed show. Even though I know it inside out, I like to be immersed in it. I like to watch it, feel it, and be in it.
And that's why every Good Friday I have to watch Good Friday or Easter.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've moved it to Good Friday because we're off, and I don't like the way I feel on Easter when I watch The Passion.
Oh, The Passion, yeah, and that's just it. You get immersed in that.
I'm like hysterically a mess, and I know it's got a happy ending. But you
get immersed in that, and it's but it's the same thing. Like there's things that I don't like that you watch, like to watch a Dateline. Like I could sit and watch videos about business and about money, and it's not always about learning. Sometimes it's just about like just feeding my brain.
Yeah.
Where
I guess the difference is like the most important thing is that God put us here for a purpose. So me feeling those feels is so critical to me,
right,
at any turn,
and that's wonderful for you. I might feel them from different things, if that makes sense. That watching The Chosen might bring me back to 12-year-old me boredom, where other shows I might watch, like I'm in Newsroom right now, and there's times where Jeff Daniels' character is kind of taking care of his employees or like coworkers and things like that. That it's still the same lessons that immerse us and touch our hearts and make us cry and give us emotion in a show. You get that from The Chosen, because they become real life people to you. They're not just characters, they're real life people, and your connection to Jesus is so strong that it's real life people. Like you immerse yourself when you say that he's talking to you. That's because you're immersing yourself in it. You're actually thinking, what if I was an apostle? How would I handle this? What if I was, and that's how, and that's
each one is such a different personality that I'm like, ooh, I'm kind of like him in this regard, or I'm kind of like him. Well, not they're way smarter than I am, I'm saying, but I
know that's that's so much of everything. When I was, in high school, I took I think it was a philosophy class.
Yeah.
And we watched The Breakfast Club. And it's amazing how each of them, from a psychological standpoint,
personify different
things, and how, like the Venn diagram, we're a little bit of Judd Nelson, we're a little bit of Emilio Estevez, we're a little bit of Molly Ringwald, we're, you're probably the same with the apostles. You're a little bit of Matthew, you're a little bit of John, you're a little bit of Luke, you're a little bit of, Thomas, I mean, it's like all of it,
Yeah, because a lot of it, and then I'll drop it, but a lot of it is about Judas now, because you kind of see where he was wavering and how he was also trying to put his, trying to convince Jesus, listen, hear me out. It doesn't have to go like this. You could do this whole thing, this whole scene. Okay. Let's get a big white horse. And I totally thought this way. Why does everybody have to be martyred? Could we I'm going to rewrite the script. Ready? Here it is. And there's a piece of me that Judas is trying to convince Jesus, how about all your enemies just kind of burn up on, you know what I mean? And Pontius Pilate lights on fire and the whole place goes crazy. And then we all get rich and we live happily ever after in our Jesus world. How about it? And you see him trying to rewrite the end. And how many times have I told you, when I die, I really want to know why Moses didn't go into the promised land. I get what you I would still be okay, I get it, God, but hear me out.
Right. No, I understand that you had your way, but let me tell you my way, which is right.
I know.
Yeah.
And it's it's kicked me in the butt, because I'm okay, so is this where Judas went wrong, in that he was that arrogant that he thought he would talk the master creator Christ, the living God, into a better scenario because he had it. And he literally said, I've been in sales, so I got the way of doing the marketing.
Now, you want to hear something crazy, because every so often things will pop in your brain.
Yeah.
You have an epiphany.
Yeah.
And I just had one that, it's funny, because maybe I shouldn't be bothered so much when you tell me a different way that something has to be done, because why should I be bothered if you're even willing to
argue with God? Yeah.
You know, that to tell me I'm wrong in the way I do things is
right.
It's so much lower. It's,
right.
It's just an assumption,
right.
And
I think it's respectfully. I don't want people thinking I think I'm smarter than God, but there is.
With God, it's respectfully. With me, not always.
Well, there's that. Right. Fight to the death. No.
But I'm really upset, or I was upset yesterday that you weren't here with Dr. Nikki, because we got into a little bit of this with Dr. Nikki when we talked about destiny. We talked about Jesus and Judas, So it'll be interesting to hear. So for you to
I can't wait to watch
and then maybe get your
Did you
take
cut
later,
it yet or no?
So
for tomorrow?
Yeah, it's all set.
Okay, I need to see it.
Yeah. So all right, we got to take a break because we're way 14 minutes behind for Dumb Criminal. So Mr. P, Dumb Criminal coming up.
Hello. Hey, man. I need your help.
Doing what?
Well, see, I'm clearing out the garage and I need help loading my truck and taking the junk to the landfill. It should only be 3 or maybe 4 or 5 or 6 trips.
Just get a dumpster from Patriot Dumpster Service instead. It'll be faster.
A dumpster? Oh, I don't want to spend a lot on this.
Not so fast, my friend. Patriot Dumpster Service has very reasonable and competitive rates. Plus, they'll help you get the right size dumpster for your job. They drop it off, you fill it up, and they'll come back and take it away. No fuss, no muss.
How do I get a hold of them?
Just go to patriotdumpster.in and click on Book Now. Pick the dates you need the dumpster for, and it's yours for up to 14 days.
Well, that sounds easy.
Oh, it is, and you don't have to worry about scratching up your truck and getting hurt with all that loading and unloading.
Thanks. So when are you coming over?
I gotta go.
I wish my friends were as dependable as Patriot Dumpster Service.
Let the friendly and reliable team at Patriot Dumpster Service, a family-owned and operated company that puts their customers first. Patriot Dumpster Service, serving Valpo to Monticello and Catlin to Wanata and all points in between. You can trust Patriot Dumpster Service to handle your waste management needs with integrity, reliability, and a genuine dedication to your satisfaction. Visit them today at patriotdumpster.in.
Looking for a school that puts your child first? At Tri-County School Corporation, students are the heart of our mission, where we focus on the individual needs of our students through strong academic programs, opportunities to earn dual college credit, and a commitment to excellence in all we do. At Tri-County, we work hard for your student, striving to be one of the best small rural schools in Indiana. Give your child the education they deserve. Visit trico.k12.in.us to enroll today or call our corporation office for a personalized tour. Go Cavs!
When their country asked them to serve, they served their country. Now it's our turn to support our veterans. Make your plans now to be at Goodstock Operation Restoring Hope Music Festival, Saturday, August 16th in Goodlands Foster Park. The mission of this day-long music festival is to support the Jasper Newton Veterans Assistance Fund that provides assistance to veterans and their families in Jasper and Newton counties that are facing financial hardship. The day starts with a pancake breakfast at 8 a.m., followed by a motorcycle flag escort ride to honor our military heroes. Gates open at 1:30 with plenty of food, community vendors, and a day of unforgettable live music, highlighted by performances from Lindsay Lau, the Jason Wells Band, the Y Store, and Rock America. Buy your tickets online at goodstockmusicfestival.eventbrite.com or at the gate. For more information and sponsorship information, visit goodstockmusicfestival.com or email them at info@goodstockmusicfestival.com. Goodstock, Operation Restoring Hope Music Festival, Saturday, August 16th in Goodlands Foster Park. Help support America's heroes.
Hey, it's Mike Rohn. If I have a choice, I like to do business with companies that actually stand for something. That's why I switched from Verizon to Pure Talk. No offense to Verizon, I'm sure they stand for something. I just don't know what it is. Pure Talk, on the other hand, is a veteran-owned company that supports our military in a big way, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I also appreciate unlimited talk and text and plenty of data for half the cost of the big guys, and I do like being on America's most dependable 5G network for just $20 a month. But what I really appreciate is no contract, no cancellation fees, and Pure Talk's commitment to handle all their customer service in this country. I saw it for myself. I went to Georgia, I got a tour of their headquarters, I met their CEO, and I talked to the same customer service folks that you'll talk to when you dial pound 250 and say keyword Mike Rowe. Switch today and save 50% off your first month when you dial pound 250 and say keyword Mike Rowe. Pure Talk, a wireless company that actually stands for something.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code COIN25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code COIN25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code COIN25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Touhyville. Now with 2 Touhies and no waiting.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show.
What day is it today?
It's Wednesday. So what's it like being on the radio?
Amazing. Unbelievable.
It really is special.
It is. It really is.
What about radio?
In radio, it helps to, jazz it up a little bit so that we create what we call a word picture.
That's not how radio works.
You'll have to take radio the way it is.
It's divine. Perfect just the way it is.
Showtime.
Welcome into Touhyville. It is Steve and Cheryl with you here, hanging out, having fun on a delightful Wednesday morning. Portion of the show is running about to us by our friends over at the Farmers Market in Rensselaer. Rensselaer's Farmers Market going on every Saturday out at the Halleck Park. Lots of great stuff going on there. We're really enjoying going out there on Saturday mornings and just visiting with the folks, seeing the people that are out there. You know,
Yeah, it only takes us about 40 minutes ish.
Yeah, maybe to go through everything. And
pork burgers from Tammy Culp last time.
Yeah.
Ooh, and they were, I don't know if it was because it was the first time we've had our pork burgers this season, but
so good. It really was. Like, it was
good.
Yeah, there was something about yeah, this week with the.
It just was.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, it was really good. It was, we really enjoyed it. So, Rensselaer's Farmers Market's going on every Saturday out at the Halleck Park, right in downtown Rensselaer, 7:30 to 11:30. So head out there and enjoy all the good stuff. And you can this week get the Culp Family Farms 4th of July bundle. 2 pounds of pork burgers, 2 pounds of steak patties, 2 pounds of brat burgers, 2 New York strips as well. So a little 4th of July bundle there.
Okay.
So, and we'll be giving away.
Is she cooking again?
It doesn't say. Doesn't say that she is. No. And then we'll be giving away a basket from a couple of folks on Friday as well. So, I just noticed. Get ready for summer fun. Farmers Market Tuesday nights in July and August.
Oh, starting the 1st, right?
July 1st. Okay.
That's around the corner, dear.
So I know that's next week.
What?
It's next week.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oof. I'm just asking Tammy.
Well, here's my thing.
I'm going to be cooking. Oops.
I want them. Okay. So Tuesday night, they'll be grilling up yummy pork burgers. I was just going to say, I want them to be doing food on the Tuesday nights for dinner.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
What time?
Tuesday nights.
The reason I ask is because I'm in bed by 4.
They're doing it.
I'm kidding.
Tuesday nights.
Oh my gosh! Does it say on their knucklehead?
It says 5 to 7 is the Farmers Market,
okay.
but it doesn't say. So I assume they'll be cooking up 5 to 7.
Yeah.
So, also got to mention our friends over at Another Season in DeMott. Need a gift for any reason? Head to Another Season in DeMott. 605 North Halleck Street in DeMott. Like them on Facebook. Follow on Instagram. Yes.
No, I'm just laughing at you.
Oh, I thought there was something that you
With
needed
you.
to say. I wasn't laughing.
Perhaps it's time you tried to make profession.
I got to do the dumb criminal. It's 8:52 already.
You don't seem to be a very good thief. Maybe you should try something else.
All right, for goodness sakes. It's the first time ever been said in the history of ever. Jesus is getting in the way of dumb criminal.
Oh my gosh.
Today's dumb criminal comes to us from Iowa. Okay? I lived in Iowa once. For like 9 months, I lived in Iowa. So, police in a small town of Bussey, Iowa, got an interesting call last Monday around 4:25 in the morning. It was about a naked woman setting American flags on fire. Hi, 911. What's your emergency? There's a naked weirdo just burning flags everywhere. I'm not really sure why. What the naked has to do with the burning of the flag, but she's out there. She's doing it. So somebody wants to come out and maybe have a chat with her. Not really sure what's going on there. Yeah, that's a little odd. Police responded and found 21-year-old Brianna Laird with an American flag tied around her head. She was also not wearing pants or underwear. Did she have a shirt on? They just said, no.
Okay. Ew.
That's.
I always think about the poor kids. Like,
well, what kids are out at 4:25 in the morning?
That's true.
I don't think they're hanging out.
You just keep all your flag burning and your hippie rock protest songs on your side of the town.
Oh my God. What is happening?
She was charged with arson, assault, indecent exposure, theft, possession of drug paraphernalia, and desecration of a flag.
Mr. P will not procrastinate as we did today.
No,
He will be prompt and punctual.
Yes, he will get there right away.
Not like the Touhies.
No.
The Patouis.
Right, that's right. Mr. P, locksmith and security, 219-866-4104. No, that's our number here. 219-866-7171. That's what I get for doing two things at once. All right. Also visit Mr. P, his website, mrplocksmith.com. All right, we got to take a break. We come back for ending on a high note. Holy cow, has this hour been screwed up.
I know sometimes.
When you're making summer memories, let Red Baron Liquor's family of stores bring on the refreshment. From the crisp pop of a cold craft beer to the clink of glasses filled with top shelf bourbon or floral gins, every outing deserves the perfect pour. Discover an impressive array of $1 shooters and wines that complement your next meal, plus truly flavored vodkas for mixing or sipping. Visit Rensselaer, DeMotte, Morocco, or Cedar Lake. Red Baron Liquor has your summer spirit waiting. Immerse yourself in the nostalgic aroma of home-cooked meals at Royal Oak Family Restaurant. They offer a diverse menu from kitty delights to Italian fares, seafood specialties to endless options. Royal Oak offers daily specials and soups. Every Friday is a fish fry special with prime rib being offered every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Visit them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner that everyone in the family can enjoy. Royal Oak Family Restaurant in Rensselaer, where meals become memories.
Your wife is hot.
Okay, take it easy.
Seriously, she is hot.
Okay, I get it.
No. My wife told me your wife is hot.
Okay.
She said your air conditioner is not working and she's hot.
Oh, yeah, but everyone I call says they'll get here when they get here.
You got to call Rick from RH Mechanicals. He gets it done quickly and fixes things the right way. Trust me, he knows what he's doing. Give him a call, 219-405-5379.
RH Mechanicals for all your heating and AC needs, 219-405-5379. Be sure to like RH Mechanicals Inc. on Facebook.
Go beyond the racetrack with the Kawasaki Ninja 1100SX ABS, a versatile sport tourer for the sport bike enthusiast. Experience a high-performance 1099cc inline four-cylinder engine, advanced next-level technology, and superb comfort for spirited runs or all-day riding. The Ninja 1100SX ABS sets the standard for sport touring performance.
Visit Sanders Cycle on 231 in Rensselaer or online at sanderscycle.com.
It seems like everything is changing these days. Companies merging, promising better service, and what happens? That once dependable service is gone. But there is one name that has remained consistent over the years, and that name is Bozeman Oil. Since 1960, Bozeman Oil has been your one-stop distributor of gasoline, non-ethanol gas, diesel, DEF, kerosene, and bulk lubricants. At Bozeman Oil, their customers are family, and family takes care of family. Call 219-345-3412 or visit Bozeman Oil today on State Road 10 in Roselawn and add the consistency of Bozeman Oil to your life.
Is your floor tired of water worries? At Carpet Barn, they've got the perfect solution. Dive into their huge selection of waterproof vinyl plank flooring, stylish, durable, and ready for anything life throws its way. And if you're craving comfort, explore the endless array of carpeting in every style and color imaginable. Plus, Carpet Barn's top-notch installers make sure your new floor looks absolutely perfect. Stop by Carpet Barn in DeMotte today or call 219-251-0022 and let them floor you.
Now through August, Shorty's BP and Good Oil have teamed up to donate 5 cents from every gallon of gas purchased at the BP in downtown Rensselaer to the St. Joseph's College Building Trades Program. All you have to do is get the gas you've been getting anyway, and 5 cents from every gallon of gas that you get will be donated to the St. Joseph's College Building Trades Program thanks to Shorty and Good Oil. So the next time you have to fill up, make sure you do it at the BP gas station at the corner of Washington and Front Street in downtown Rensselaer.
There's exciting news for farmers in the Ileana area. Peterson Ag Service is thrilled to be your local Ag Leader dealer, bringing you the latest in precision farming technology. Ag Leader offers a full farm solution from cab to cab, season to season, bringing productivity to every corner of your operation. Sink it, steer it, plant it, apply it, harvest it, manage it. There's only one way to do it all. Ag Leader. Let Peterson Ag Service show you how. Call us today, 765-314-3276 to learn more.
All right, it is time for us to wrap things up for this delightful Wednesday, at least on the program, because we got a lot of running to do. Not a lot of running, like we just got to go a long way. We got to get to Indianapolis.
An hour from now.
By an hour and a half from now. So I don't think that's going to happen. But we'll get there as soon as we can. So nobody start without us. Slow down. All right. But even though we got to run, we will not end without ending on a high note.
All right. Today's high note is by Soul Sisters Memorial Foundations, and they gave credit to mindsets. Struggle isn't something to fear. It's a sign you're on the edge of growth, right where your learning happens. Don't rush through it. Don't avoid it. Lean in, pay attention, stay with it. Because the discomfort you feel today, that's tomorrow's progress in disguise. The weight you're carrying is building the strength you prayed for. Clarity often arrives wrapped in chaos. What feels like resistance now is really life training your resilience. Every unanswered question is teaching you patience in silence. Your future self is quietly cheering you on. Don't quit here.
All right. Good stuff there. Usually is.
Nobody's listening to what we're saying or anything like that.
Yeah. Well, we need it sometimes. We need to be spoken to sometimes without realizing where it's coming from.
Yeah.
So, all right. Thank you guys so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed listening to the show today as much as we enjoyed doing it. Have yourself just a fantastic Wednesday. We're going to do it all again tomorrow right here in Touhyville. Take care.
Since 1969.